if everybody's here and ready.
Sound off. Nikki, you shitting? Yeah.
Or are you just muted for the love of the game?
Nah, shitty shit. He's shitting.
Need for the love of the game.
She's shitty.
You can start.
What
Shitty
happened?
booty ass.
Oh, hey.
Never mind,
I
Check
was
to see if you were
just
here.
making sure everybody was here since we were about to start.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay,
here.
no.
I'm here. I'm here.
My fault. We thought you were pooping. But anyway,
Absolutely. I'm
Was
not
hoping
city
It's
though.
hilarious.
That's city.
last we left off, we had concluded a bit of an epic tale. Our adventures through Lodestar mostly consolidated into a tournament format that we either signed up or had been signed up for. Led to you guys challenging the head of the district, Sam Hawthorne, to an epic battle for allyship and for, well, to take the whole thing home, of course, and not leave empty-handed. And after that great battle, you were rewarded with a ring. In the midst of such a rude interruption on behalf of multiple strangely demonic creatures, as well as a voidal creature that seems to have been either placed there, summoned, etc., by some extension of the fifth flawless Aladdin Sane, who left behind a calling card of many, many, many spiders. Implicating further connections, of course. But nevertheless, you guys talked multiple things out, made sure that the Lodestar district was safe. You were thanked by Sam and Kalor for your efforts in assisting them with this attack on Sam's home. And you decided that at the very end of last session, you realized there was an election about to happen in the Pulse district. One that you guys had set up yourself after dethroning Mr. Gunn and forcing him to open Pulse up to a democracy of sorts, with the four candidates kind of reconvening back into this area. You guys are currently sailing and cruising smoothly, a couple hundred feet above the ground in your repurposed, slightly beaten down but still functional Hegemon Empire helicopter. It's had a bit of a sick paint job done on it as you guys return to where your adventure started together. As you fly off towards the Pulse district, you see that familiar terrain on the horizon, the big couple of spires and towers in the center, these like purple and orange lights that serve as all of the urban advertisement and billboard at, as per under Mr. Gunn's industry, of course, his entertainment, his weapons manufacturing, etc., etc. You see the dim glow of Mataris and Altair, the two suns that just barely kind of offer some light to this planet, this moon off in the distance. It's still late morning at this point, as you guys are kind of heading and see Pulse on the horizon.
Jordan, can I ask a quick question? Because I keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
of course. What's up?
Is this a galaxy or a solar system?
It's a solar system. My fault. I need to stop using those terms interchangeably.
No, it's you didn't. I just can never remember if it's split. So Copernicus is the star?
So
No.
there are 3 stars. This is a tri-solar system. Well, Copernicus doesn't really serve as it's not luminous enough to serve as a sun anywhere except for its own terrain. But Mataris, the central sepulchre star, around which all of the planets and moons revolve, as well as Altair, which is a sun much smaller, kind of out in the between the middle and outer rims, are the 2 suns that serve to illuminate the rest of the solar system.
Wait, so when you say
I'm gonna need you to open up MS Paint.
Yeah.
Unironically, because I can't. So
I mean, we have a map. Do you want?
Yeah, we got a map of it, don't we?
Yeah, we have a map.
yeah, but like.
Yeah.
Like,
When you
Materis
say-
is like
when-
quite literally the central
Okay.
star.
Yeah. So
Okay.
And then
Mataris is here.
Altair's a little bit smaller. And then
Altair's
Copernicus
here.
is literally a baby.
When you say Copernicus is own terrain, does that mean that you can stand on the planet?
Okay, so
Well, it was
on the sun.
repurposed,
not that any
right?
of you guys have ever been there, but you've heard from those of you who are more well-traveled and well versed in urban legends and stuff. You would know that the star Copernicus is surrounded by at least part of
What the
a
fuck?
Dyson sphere, like this interlocked set of ring worlds
Okay.
that kind of form this terrain around it.
Okay,
Fuck yeah.
I think I get. So there are planets in between the stars.
Yes.
Okay, because I think that's because when you said tri-star system, I was thinking like all of the stars were orbiting each other, and then all of the planets were orbiting each other.
Oh
Or
yeah, no.
orbiting
Yeah.
around all three of the stars. But it's not like that.
There's
So
Mataris, which is the
tiny.
big central star, and then the other two stars are kind of just scattered throughout the system.
It's one star that's like has enough gravity to essentially make other stars behave like planets.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
I've got it now. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Sir.
All right. In that case, if we are good,
Why does
Always.
Snake Eyes that Pokeball?
Snake Eyes
somebody
is
drew it on
Skyward.
there.
Base.
And it's got a dark side, a light side. I guess somebody drew it into a book.
Yeah, somebody drew that on there.
Hilarious.
But nevertheless, without really a hitch at all, whoever currently, assuming maybe Aestus, is piloting this helicopter, you land it safely at what was once this rather filled, but seemingly the last time you saw it was completely empty, but now has a couple more ships in it, as if all of a sudden business is going again. The warehouse at which you had originally parked your ship, Aestus, that of Rex the Vex's ship-shaped shop, run by Rex Raider.
Mm.
With
you
the
said
ceiling
Rex-
kind of carved out from the warehouse. Sorry, what'd you say?
I was saying, is my
Uh,
ship there or no?
Oh no, nah, it's
I
been
hate that
gone.
laugh you just gave. No.
Yeah, no, because we've
course
been to
not.
this before. It's
Yeah,
gone.
That's
It's
long
gone, Ravy.
What happened?
Raymond
to
put
it?
a C and D on Rex Raider and sold all of his belongings, repoed
yeah.
them.
That bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know where it is though, so it's cool.
we do.
Damn, we really made Raymond Gunn pay us back for the ship, huh?
I really want to kick Raymond Gunn now. Again.
I was actually going to say, in a way, technically, you have been paid back because you did find the dossier with the ship's record as well as some money in it.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, that's what that was. Also, Nisa, I gotta ask you a question.
But nevertheless, you guys land through the carved out ceiling into the inner side, or maybe outside of wherever you feel like parking, of this warehouse. And you see a familiar face with kind of short buzzed hair, dark skin, and a big red hoodie, kind of just reading on what seems to be some kind of hollow book that's like projecting words and pages made out of light. Just kind of looks up and kind of, the wind from the propellers kind of bats at his eyes, and he has to like shield them as it kind of squints and looks up, and then just gives you guys a little like 2-finger salute and wave from the comfort of his chair. This being Rex Raider, of course, the proprietor.
Yeah, it's my boy. What up, homie?
And you guys may, again, without a hitch, step out and set your feet on solid ground, on the grounds upon which your adventure first started. Back in Pulse.
Yippee!
As Rex kind of just walks up and says, hey guys.
Hi.
Yeah.
Nisa, I need to ask you like a question. 'Cause I'm really, I haven't asked you any questions about Aladdin, and I should ask you things about him. I feel like I need to know more. It's bothering me that I don't understand or know anything. I need to ask you questions at some point.
Okay.
Actually, just what do you know? Who is he? I think we
Oh,
might be
shit.
related, or not related, but involved together. And he didn't give you any hints. He didn't say anything interesting. That Tilda and I, bro, what does he want?
The universe is what he said.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
intend to ensure
wants
that he doesn't get it.
I mean, I don't think he can have it. The universe is its own thing. It belongs to itself.
We'll see about that.
Eh? He might dream big enough.
Did he tell
Maybe.
us he was one of the flawless?
No, he did not.
Sam told us he was one of the flawless, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's their connection again?
None. They're just
None,
both
they're just-
Flawless 5 members. He's like heard of him, pretty much was kind of it.
Okay.
But-
He said he was
yeah,
like
last
a
session I
new-
said
a new
that-
man.
Yeah, around for the past couple of years, agents have been sent out saying that they serve the same masters to both Lodestar and Amago, as well as a few to Pulse. With Sam saying that these agents kind of all alluded to that they were serving the same master and that this master was indeed Aladdin. And their deeds had kind of started building up reputation for, said Aladdin.
Yeah, basically.
So you don't know much, actually. Okay. I will, I'm gonna think on this, and do some research. It'll be like, third, fourth on my list of things to wonder about, conceive of. Thank you. That's it. That is my only question.
Got you. Don't sort it too hard. We're gonna crack his fucking head open soon enough.
I mean, we don't have to, who knows?
No, I intend to.
Looking down at my phone, what time would it be?
It's about like 11 a.m. You guys left in the morning, and it didn't take that long to get over here.
And what time is the announcement?
The election is at 2 p.m.
Okay, we got a little time to kill. Cool.
I'm gonna take this dog out. I'm like connected to my phone though, so I can still just be doing that.
I was like, this dog is like blowing you the fuck up right now.
He's like, please,
He
I
hasn't
have
been
to
out since I
pee."
left.
Word.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, man.
Well, if we got some time to kill, does anyone have anything in particular they want to do, or?
Yes, I'll catch up with you later. I'm just gonna walk off.
Okay. I planned on kind of running around downtown, maybe do some shopping and check out Octavia's place because I'm sure she's curious about how that's been going since she has been gone for so long.
I want to do some shopping, but I don't have any money. Could you buy me things? Could you buy me things? Could you buy me things?
Collectively, do we have much money?
I don't have much
It's
money.
a very
Some of us are rich.
individual-based kind of currency right
I
now.
understand
You
that,
have
you know.
no money because you owe Ace this money still technically.
That's
Yes,
what I
yes,
just
you
said.
are
That's what I
in
just
debt.
said.
He's got negative
much
money.
money
got
is
negative money.
1,000?
Don't pay her ass shit.
I don't
He
owe
doesn't
her
know.
much left.
He doesn't know how much he even knows. Do you even know how much you owe left to me?
Ziggy knows how much he owes left to you because he's perfect with numbers. I don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing, does Ziggy know?
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
very good with numbers.
Oh,
But
true,
okay,
actually.
he also on a lot of drugs.
He is on a lot of drugs, but he is more good at numbers than he is. And he hasn't taken drugs in a couple days, I guess. But he's very good with numbers.
How much
Oh.
more does he owe me? Does he know?
But
I know, or I don't remember, but I think I owe you like 500 to 200 gold, something like that.
Hey, Jordan.
Nah, like
What's up?
So do we still collectively have like a bunch of like phaser pistols and swords and shit that we could sell?
I gave
Yeah,
all
I
of
put it
those
in-
to, or at least every extra weapon that I had, I gave to that teenage kid.
Okay, that's fine. But as long as we still have
Oh,
some that we
Thorin?
can go sell.
Yeah.
I was
we
gonna
still
say,
have
'cause-
everything from the fight. We still have
Yeah,
everything
from the fight with the
that
Hegemon
last fight.
Empire,
Yeah,
I put it all in the loot table.
Yeah, anything that is not being like claimed or asked
I'm
for.
using.
I'd
I
like
have
to,
one
like-
of those
Those-
gloves.
all
I'd
those
like to-
weapons, are they all functional?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we
Hold
still
on.
don't-
not like pristine, but functional.
Yeah. But before we go sell them,
nobody
Yeah, I'm
was
just gonna
running
open
out
up the
of
big
trinket
giant
guys.
sack for Irenicus to go through before I head to
Yes, I
town
would
to try to
like
sell
it.
them off. Because I have 4 cipher to my name, and such a foreign feeling. It's liberating, but also
Bro, I have been. I
limiting.
don't think I've had much money in a long time. The richest I've ever been was when I was betting on myself.
If I had the time, I'd just go swindle people at the bars with my stone of Uresa, and just like, yeah, can you pull the stone out of the
wait,
air?
wait.
Gamble.
Lord,
Gamble.
Yeah.
come here real quick. I forgot something. I'm sorry.
Oh, I am.
Can you kiss me?
Laura, I'm gonna
Jordan.
need you to let me in.
Huh?
If I don't have
You
the
left
key.
your keys? Okay, just let me know.
Would. So a standard carbine also does 2d6,
Yes.
but it's two-handed.
yeah.
Would I have to mechanically? What resource would I have to spend to pull that out if I'm casting spells and then want to shoot? None. Any?
I think it's an action to pull out the weapon, right?
I'm pretty sure it normally is. I haven't exactly been uppity about
'Cause there are like feats you can take to
like
actually pick
casting
them up.
spells while wielding other things. Although I guess just for the sake of consistency, yes.
I mean,
Because
if you wanna do
spellcasters
that-
I don't
normally don't wield
actually
two-handed stuff
need-
unless that thing is their focus.
Well, yeah, right. So I have the revolver, which does 2d6 piercing, which I don't know if that's right.
It's right.
2d6 piercing. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Never
they
mind.
have higher
Yeah.
dice, but they don't.
Higher
seem to
dice,
add
but you
any
don't add your
bonuses.
modifier.
Yeah. Okay.
They're more like
I don't need
quick
any of
fishing
this.
weapons.
Vincent.
You don't
So-
want this concussive grenade, or?
I mean, if no one else is going to hold. like,
Well,
Wait,
if,
are there
if you don't
stims?
take
Are there
it, this whole sack's getting sold today.
Are there are no stims, right?
We have the
What is an
Automo
app?
pack, but that's for breathing. Yeah, I don't think we have any stems, nor on our
I'll take
person.
one of those audible packs for breathing.
Okay, I think it's the only one, so you got it.
I think we should keep the grenade. I'll hold it if you don't want to.
Actually, we got a blast grenade and a concussion grenade, and he kind of whispers to you, "Don't tell Nisa, she'll probably want it," and he'll give you the blast grenade
The
too.
only thing I know that I wanted was the trinket die, which has been unclear because.
Yes,
Barney's not here.
Octavia's got it. All right, cool. And if no one else aced this, do you want anything out of here? We got some daggers, swarm pistols. Ozzy, my boy.
Shit, I need a dagger actually.
Yeah, come money's. he
yeah,
smiles
sorry,
at you, but he
Money is
definitely just starts to
overdue.
shrug. Oh,
No, in
More
the
money.
last fight, with those Phoenix children, one got close, and I realized I had literally nothing I could do about it.
fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so another dagger to you. Aestus, anything you need? Battle fist.
I could always teach you how to throw a punch. Or not ace.
I'll
Or an
start.
ace. I could always teach you how to throw a punch.
I only imagine canon. He ignores you.
Who? Me?
I
What?
only imagine. Yeah, he said he
I
was
said
calling you. I
could
don't think
teach
you
how to
heard him.
Throw a punch.
If you would like to see how effective that would be, I can throw a full strength punch at you right now, and you can tell me if you think that's a valid battle tactic.
Actually, yes.
Okay, yeah, do it.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Do it.
Unarmed strike
fucking
using your
coward.
strength modifier.
Please
That-
don't
There's no
miss.
proficiency, right? Are you proficient with your fist?
I don't think
you are
so.
not proficient with your fist.
Oh fuck!
Oh, oh,
Oh,
That's
oh
wrong,
my
buddy.
God.
I believe that's 2 damage though, right?
Damn.
it is 1 plus
no,
your
it's-
strength
it's no
modifier
damage,
with
no
an
damage,
additional
fuck
1
that.
for a crit.
So
So what is your
4,
strength
5?
modifier?
2.
Is 2?
Um,
You're
Ziggy.
Don't worry about it. I catch it,
True counter.
and then
Look,
I'm
it's
gonna,
the cleanest formed punch.
Yeah, I'm like, you throw pretty decent punches. But if we do some work a little power into it, and also I'm gonna like put your hand into the ball thing so you don't break your fist if you punch someone too hard. This could work pretty well, but still take a dagger, probably. Yeah.
It's like a 1 in 20 chance of it going that well.
5%. Okay.
Awesome. Well, I'm only gonna assume Octavia would like to check on her shop, so I'm gonna
Oh,
kind of
yes,
tag with
please,
her.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna go with you to help to sell that stuff also. and possibly get you to buy me something.
Yeah, I want to finally use my charisma to hopefully haggle some prices.
Mmm.
All right. If anyone else, Ozzy, I don't know if any of you guys, Aestus, have any plans or Renicus, but that's where we'll be headed. So you know where to find us.
I'll follow you around.
Yeah, I will follow.
I want to steal
Yosh.
any spell
Yosha!
Nice. So, a little bit of a round the town shopping trip for opening act. So, in that case, Vincent, you accompanying Raven along with whoever else is doing so. Raven is just going to kind of walk in a straight line towards what seems to be this kind of like little apartment area that has like a lower basement sector. And she's just going to immediately walk down the stairs, and you see like this little door that has a lock on it, and it looks like she's like going to reach and pull out a key or something, but she just like punches the lock and like jostles the door, and you hear just something unlatch on the other side, and she goes, okay, and she is just going to open the door and swing it and just kind of look inside and go, huh, well, the place isn't exactly cleaned out. But I like to imagine that that's because the boy is making some progress. That is to say, do we have a way to reach out to him?
Don't you have his number? Oh my god, how have you
Oh.
been talking to him this whole time? You hired him in everything like a phone interview.
I did, but I think I reached out to one of his of age friends, if I remember correctly. Let me check which one it was. And she's gonna pull out a holocom and boop, boop, boop. Hello? Who is this? Oh yes, hi. Has Arden been making me money? Oh, sorry. Okay, fine. Has Arden been doing a good job at his first ever little job of his?
You better believe it's happening.
Oh really?
We always feel like our
Well, I'll be sure to come by and pick it up then. And you can well, I'll decide how much of it he gets to keep for himself. Just a little bit. After all, he is my employee now. Okay, I talked to the Earth Genasi. Apparently they're doing fine.
Yeah. Good, good. No, I'm proud of him, and I'm very happy that you gave him such an earnest opportunity to do more than throw his life, you know, for common mercenary work for someone of his age.
Oh, of course, yes. My motivations are completely pure and noble.
Smacks her on the back. Yeah, we know.
Yes. Well, I think I'm fine here. Sure, why not?
No, I don't care.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna, yeah. That maybe if the player were here, but in that case.
Also,
damn,
a second natural 20?
natural 20?
Dude,
Yeah, I
chill.
know. I'm so fucking
What?
furious because I'm
On
going like ass when it matters.
Fire.
Yeah,
What are you doing, you psycho?
yeah.
I was just
He's
testing
going
that.
crazy.
Make sure
In the
I put it
theoretical combat, he's going crazy.
Yes.
Well, I think we're good here. I noticed a couple of my babies are missing, which means that they've been put into good hands. So I'm satisfied.
Also, Octavia, before we start going, because I was totally gonna blindly walk the town, and not to like, you know, be that guy, but would you be able to point us into probably the most reasonable competitor of yours for weapon sales?
What the fuck do
Yeah.
you mean by that, Vincent?
Well, I don't imagine you want to buy all these weapons from us and pay us, since the last time you needed money, I paid you and it kind of all went to an investment of yours. But you know, would you like to buy these, or would you like to give me direction of the next best person to sell them to?
I'll tell you what. And this is going to sound bad at first, I know, but just hear me out on this one. If you truly are trying to part ways with all of these little beauties, what say that you allow me to add them to my inventory, and maybe, just maybe, if Oren gets on a lucky streak, and they sell well, Well, let's be honest at this point. What's mine is yours. For the most part, you cannot touch Big Boy or the Knuckle. But if they make a profit and they sell well, I will split that money, whatever it may be, amidst the party. Because that's what you were going to do with them anyway, yes?
That is, and honestly, giving the boy a chance to grow in his new field and your business to keep booming, was looking for more immediate gratification financially, but
trust
I
me,
do
this
like
is an
your idea.
investment.
Yeah. No, you know what? You're right, and he's gonna hand the big satchel of weapons and guns kind of poking out of it to her. Add it up.
Thank you.
And he
I'll,
will like text her the list of everything there, so he kind of already. Yeah. There's no like swindling this. He's gonna make sure.
I'll be
she
sure to
knows.
copy this and paste it into Dern's DMs so that Orin can read it and, well, hopefully he doesn't get into an accident or be a little too careless or try to play with them. Otherwise, I will have to tell him off for that. But either way, thank you.
Yeah. Always down to invest into a dream catcher. Alright, well what can 4 ciphers get me for a meal?
Honestly, around here, quite a lot. Probably even for almost the whole crew.
Vincent, do you only have 4 ciphers?
And he looks at you with this just really sad smile and a thumbs up. Yes.
Oh,
God,
so
you
sad.
4.
money is
God.
Well, I mean, there is a single place we can stop to maybe just get a little bit more.
I can.
After all, I need to pick up my share of the payment from, well, the House of Dern and Orin.
I'm sitting on 1,000 right now.
Really?
What? Don't say that out loud with Ziggy right next to you.
Yeah, why
I
was you
look over
really
at Ziggy.
secret?
Is he
Gonna
is he
buy me
eyeing
something?
my pockets? Wait, it's not physical. Never mind. I don't care, bitch. What?
Yeah, you're just gonna become his new sugar daddy.
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm morally bankrupt.
morally
He's
I'm running up, but morally, I'm broke.
Yeah. Octavia, I think that's a great idea. At least allows us to go for extras for those who have not filled their belly enough. Lead the way, girlfriend.
In that case, does anybody else remember where that old guy and all of his kids live? With the
Inside?
Goliath and the Earth Genasi. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no, of course. It's outskirts warehouse. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you take me there? I forgot.
I will lead the way, girlfriend.
Yippee! And does everybody else head along?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious where
As
this
you
goes.
kind of head through town, it's a nice familiar sight. You catch that occasional whiff of like maybe something kind of sitting in a trash can near one of the corners. It's like this eternal. You kind of like didn't, after having been here for a while and then left, you're picking it up again. There's this faint like general industrial smell of like faint smoke and almost like rust that's kind of just everywhere. Occasionally of which gets replaced by like food and cheap drinks, depending on what kind of places you pass that are opened up towards the outside. But nevertheless, as you kind of head towards the outskirts of town, once again passing by Rex and Vex's ship-shaped shop and a couple of other familiar places, like that big old set of train tracks that spin around with a little like makeshift restaurant built inside that you had dinner at once. You see before you, in all of its downtrodden glory, with a couple of windows and doors kind of patched up, an old building that has been repurposed into the housing home for Sai and all of his ex-bodyguard friendos.
Also, along the way, Vincent would have like been trying to remember something with the crew and being like, it's been a while and we've been really busy, but the Chimera, where did we leave the Chimera again?
I've been wondering about the Chimera for so long.
What the fuck is a chimera?
You remember the wolf-like creature, very not like wolf, but the best you can go with, that we fought when we first met?
It's with fuck. I asked about this recently and I got an answer, but I don't remember what answer I got.
A part of me wants to say it's Rio, but like again, my
No,
character and
not
Parker
Rio.
does not remember.
Rio knows where it is, but it's not with Rio. It's with fuck. Oh, is it with the fucking Earth Genasi and all that?
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys kind of just decided to leave it at Sai's house because it was just inside last time you guys were
thank
here.
fucking God, we're about to see it.
Because the killer robots chased you and the Chimera down to Sai's house.
Right.
And
That's right.
it just hid inside as you and Luna fought them off.
I think the order of people in this campaign that I know, it's Rio, I met before everyone else, and then followed immediately by the Chimera.
Yeah.
Based. Okay. And as we rack our brains on that, just remembering,
yeah,
it's a happy convenience that we then stumble across the warehouse. This is a knocking establishment. You know, there's some dangerous people inside. I'm gonna.
Oh, of course, respect.
I'm gonna knock. Yeah.
Well, as you knock, you about like it takes a full minute before you finally hear the door just kind of open up, and you see Dern, the Earth Genasi, with kind of like this mudslide-looking hair, almost like with a bit of motion and liquidity to it.
Whoa!
Like goggles on his forehead, this kind of like leather vest over a white button-up, and a satchel. Answer and go, oh, it's hey.
What's up, bud?
Oh, right. Your friend just called me. I forgot about. Sorry. Here you go, friend. And Raven's just gonna. You turn around and you already see like Raven just like with one of her arms just kind of like doing little grabby hands, and Dern just. Be sure to give some to the boy, and he'll just like toss this little pouch over to Raven that jingles, and like with these kind of like stars in her eyes, she just opens it up, and inside are a whole bunch of tiny little like chips, almost like they look like little Nintendo Switch cartridges. As she kind of like puts a few in her hands and jingles them, and goes, "Ooh, okay," and starts counting them really, really fast. 17? It's been like 4 days.
He's trying
that's
his
hardest.
Do we see Orin at all?
Not yet, but she's just gonna kind of take a few out of the bag and say, how about for his first paycheck? Not even for a full week, but that's fine. Let's just call it a down payment. He can have 8 of them, and I will keep the other 9 because my friends kind of need some lunch. Yeah, sure. Look, I know I was being assy about it earlier, and don't get me honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the kid being in a candy shop full of crazy motor-powered swords and laser guns and shit, but I mean, thanks anyway, you know? Oh, it's no problem. You know, if he can keep it up for as long as he wants, and well, obviously if he changes his mind, just please let me know. But in the meantime, I am totally fine with the passive income. I mean, the help, allowing him to have a little bit of a change in his life, his career, from trying to kill Ziggy and Cassio, and from kind of behind the door you go, I mean, I didn't really want to kill them. As like Dern kind of pokes the door out a bit more, and you see this 13-year-old half orc, still a bit on the taller side, even like especially for his age, but has like a tiny little bit of like chin scratch and like a couple of hairs that like poke out and curl that make up like a pitiful excuse for like baby's first couple of facial hairs.
Nice.
As he kind of just like narrows his orcish eyes over all of you and goes, "Oh, hey guys, welcome back."
What's up, dog? Go out to dap him up.
And as Raven kind of also reaches out her hand to just dump some of the chips into his hand and go, "Don't spend it all in one place, kid." Oh, thanks. I could probably buy a game or something with this. Thanks.
Love my gamers.
Your age shouldn't be playing video games. You should be
No. Back in my day, we
I
used
am outside,
Tinkering.
man. I've got a job and everything. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll take it from here. Can I, was there anything else you need? Oh, are you gonna pick up the dog?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Thank God. I mean, we've been taking care of him just fine. I mean, I don't really know what it eats. It kind of just eats anything. Although it has been a little bit of a you know what? It's fine. We still got enough for ourselves. Or at least I've been managing well, you know, waiting on Luna and Ragnarok to come back and all. In fact, they should be back in town by now. The election is today, no? I know Sai is. Whatever. But case in point, yeah, come on in. Check on the little thing.
Also, while we're here, you know, we're gonna extend the offer. Since we're back in town, we're gonna go get something to eat. So if you guys needed something to do for the rest of the day, just before, and maybe tag along with us to the actual announcement.
Orin just goes like, yeah, and then looks at Dern and goes, sure, yeah, of course.
Nice.
Can I
But
see the
anyway,
camera?
yeah, come on in. Look at the dog, please, yes. And he's just gonna kind of like walk around, and then he's just gonna open a door to what seems to be like this repurposed old office area that still has a couple of desks in it. And you just see off in the corner the dog, the chimera, just kind of curled up in a corner, something like hanging halfway out of its teeth, as Dern just says, I think he got one of Ragnarok's pants. But we don't have to tell him about that.
Does he look good? Does he look fine? Does he look healthy?
It looks fine. It's sleeping currently. A little bit of like chewed up lint kind of in the middle of its teeth, ever so slightly bared even during sleep. It's letting out this like almost like kind of like a warbling vibration in place of snoring or breathing, as you see its like lungs and body kind of rise and fall with the breaths. As Dern just goes. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go up and give it a light scratch while it sleeps. But please go on. Go on.
You feel like almost like its breath like catches for a moment, like when somebody wakes up and like their breath kind of catches for a second, and it immediately just like kicks one of its hind legs and like scratches, and then you hear that warbling, that kind of vibration of its like vocal cords, almost like a purr but much more unearthly, kind of just stop as it whips its head around, and you see that kind of half fur half skull face just kind of meet its eyes with yours as it like just starts sniffing and then just keeps staring at you.
Like I'm sniffing it back.
I will say,
Freak.
actually make me a perception check.
Gulp.
24.
It's been a while since you've had it, so all of a sudden you're not sure if it's just because of it being an old terrain or what, but all of a sudden a strangely familiar like scent and buzz almost like hits your nose.
Can I try and recall?
Yes, it is that of the good shit.
No way.
Oh. Why haven't I noticed? And I'm out of good shit too.
True.
I'm gonna give interesting. You smell like something really good.
It just continues to like kind of warble and vibrate.
I'm gonna give it good vibes and a pat.
Oh yeah.
It kicks its leg a little bit, like its hind leg.
Fuck yeah.
Like
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Cute.
I'll sit down with it. And he goes, what's next? What do we have planned? We're going to go watch an election.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of gonna be same old, no? Like, depending on, well, no matter who wins. Actually, I don't know if I should be saying that. Case in point, if good old man, does win, we have some plans, but, you know, if he doesn't, I guess it's just business as usual. Sai's been kind of working his ass off, building up a lot of credit around here along the streets, so it was about hard time that we did so ourselves, kind of using this End of All Things tournament as a bit of a vacation before, well, good old Oren over here took his chance and found some good honest work, so the rest of us were going to as well. Not sure if that's going to take us anywhere else or if we could find some here. Although, I have heard Ragnarok talk about wanting to leave, but, you know, that's his prerogative.
Well, sounds like it's gonna be a positive nonetheless.
Did he tell you where he'd go?
I think he wants to go home. Although, I can't remember if he brought that up last time when we were all together or not. But either way, I'll let him go into more detail about it. That's really the extent of it that I know anyway.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, yeah, let's grab a quick bite to eat, hit up the election results, and see where the rest of the day takes us. Who knows? Might get exciting and everything blows up again.
Yeah, now tell me what the fuck Niece is doing.
True.
Oh god.
She disappeared.
She's seeing her friend, bro.
Yeah, she's got a life outside of us, I guess.
She gotta go see. I'm assuming she's gonna go see Inks.
Are we...
Well,
fuck is
you would be correct.
True.
Her really smart friend.
In that case, if you guys are about to head out to lunch, actually, I will ask a question. So, on a general scale, and I promise this is pertinent, for like financial wise, on a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of quality of lunch around? Not that there's like a whole lot of 10 out of 10 places, well, especially in the outskirts, but on a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of quality are you guys looking for in your like lunch? Are you just trying to hit up like Taco Bell, or are you going to like a mom and pop store, or like are you trying to hit up fucking like
Korean barbecue?
Affordable on the go. Let's
Korean
lunch and
barbecue.
go.
We can't.
Okay.
Well,
Korean
I'm not
barbecue.
eating, so.
We
I
can
imagine we
afford Korean barbecue.
We don't. I mean, I don't.
Wait,
know the
are we that
prices.
broke that we can't afford?
I
Korean
can
barbecue?
afford Korean barbecue.
Vincent doesn't know anyone's pockets, so he just knows
I'm
his
not-
own.
You know
and
my
he's
pockets.
broke. Fuck you.
I've
um,
saved everybody at least once. The least we can do is buy you a meal.
Okay, you're right. But yeah, no, just whatever the group is feeling, but Vincent will literally suggest let's get Taco Bell.
I'm also down for cheap. Food
Fine.
is just fuel.
Hey, what's this world's Taco
Not
Bell
eating.
equivalent, Jordan?
Taco Bell?
God, I
Is
wish
it-
I had Taco Bell.
For some
right
reason,
now.
I thought it was just Taco Bell.
I'm going to say, because I actually, this is a canon restaurant on the other campaign. There's a chain restaurant called Spacey's.
Spacey.
yeah.
Okay.
So Spacey's is basically, it's not quite like, it's not, you know, straight up Mexican food like Taco Bell is, but it's kind of that same vein of like 24 hours a day, like really low quality but edible food,
Is it like
and
Waffle
also
House?
much more fun when you're drunk or high. Yeah, it's kind of like Waffle House meets Sonic meets Taco Bell, you know?
Ooh, I like that.
Because they have like all kinds of cheap greasy foods, and they also definitely have like slushies and milkshakes.
Yeah,
I
there.
Googled Space Taco Bell and I put it in general. That's someone's deviant art.
Nice.
Hilarious.
Someone spent time on that.
Nice.
Proud of them,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Thank you. It was me.
Oh.
I made that I made that just now.
It's only not me if no one's fucking with it.
Yeah, if you guys are trying to go to like a modest but still like nice and good and tasty place, like a modest restaurant
Yeah.
setting, then you guys can head out with the lot of you, excluding Nisa ? Is she's on her own little adventure ? Or is that for later?
I'm on my own little trip.
Okay, in that case, you guys head out with Dern and Orin, kind of Dern like making sure that you guys are good and you've had your like fun with the dog visitation, and like he realizes that you're still leaving the chimera here, and you see him like kind of like look a bit dejected before wiping it off of his face. And they're like, "All right, let's head out. I'll be sure to look the place up." And you guys head out to a nice kind of like they bring everything to the table and you kind of cook it in the middle area. You know, have to make sure that nobody's burning it or undercooking it, etc., etc. It's up to you how good your characters are at like cooking and how much of an eye you have for those things, of course. And then of course you can buy a couple of drinks for yourself and whatnot. But overall, in general, for the entire table, it will be a 9 cipher price.
I am not eating or drinking at all.
I can put in 4.
Oh yeah.
I will pay it. I say, looking pointedly at Vincent.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice. But nevertheless, it's a nice, enjoyable experience. It's, you know, it's good. Like, it's a nice, modest meal, and it's tasty, and it's plentiful, and it's very filling.
Nice.
You know, with all kinds of, like, meats and aeroponically farmed vegetables. But mostly, like, substitute meat type stuff. Because there's not exactly a whole lot of farms around here, but there's some meats from wherever. People don't really ask about that.
What's the
They
terrain?
just eat it. Like,
outside of cities, is it? Are there plants?
Straight
it's
rock.
nope. It's
I think
moon
like
rock,
straight
baby.
rock, yeah.
It's moon rock. Yeah. It's lunar regolith.
Super
I mean,
basic,
if you're
yeah.
curious about the horticulture and all that, you can always ask around.
No who?
No, not at the moment.
It's there, but nevertheless.
Maybe later when I terraform
course.
Twilight.
True.
Also, actually, also second question.
Yeah.
Where from the dog did it sound like that smell was coming from? Was it like its breath? Was it its fur?
It was. I'll say with your perception, it kind of smelled mostly like it was coming from his fur, from like the front area, where like it was kind of pointing at you and sniffing and breathing, but you could kind of like smell it behind the probably slightly, definitely not good breath with pants in it.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
Ziggy, are you gonna be taking him, or is he gonna stay there?
If nobody's complaining about me taking him, I'll take him.
Like what, the dog?
Yeah, the dog.
Is the Chimera rejoining the party?
I think the Chimera rejoining the party.
Yeah, some kind of game music.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Someone did queue up game music, and that shit was so funny.
I'm
what
not
should
gonna
we-
eat.
Welcome
but
back, dog.
I am gonna feed.
Welcome back.
I am gonna
dog.
feed whatever it is that it looks like it'll eat to the dog, like under the table.
It will eat literally anything.
Based.
You
That's
hand it
real.
like a slab of cooked meat, it just eats and just gnaws the whole thing down. You hand it like a veggie, just completely uncooked and green, just eats it up anyway.
Hell yeah.
Super based of him.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We love dog.
We love dog.
Yeah.
I am dog.
But with that, I will change the scene for just 1 second as Nisa. You said you wanted to head over to somebody's work establishment as you kind of push open a door, and without even seeing a bell above, you hear like a little chime go off as you see kind of like amidst the racks of mostly empty racks and shelves of a couple of potions and scrolls. You see this like one large robed figure with curly kind of brown graying hair kind of peek its head up over the counter and go, "Oh, hello there.
What's up?
Been a minute."
Little bit.
No.
You got Rex now, you're bowling.
I've made a few sales and whatnot, yes. How are you doing? I heard you fought Mr. Gamma Warrior,
Oh, yeah. Nothing
and
too
you were
crazy.
alive.
Yeah. Like I said, nothing too crazy. You know,
Hmm.
he's a cool guy, I guess.
Well, he does seem like the type of person to just do it for fun.
She kind of like groans and sighs. He's a little bit of a dickhead. She's like just thinking about him flexing on her over and over. Fuck that
Well,
guy.
no worries. So, what brings you back here? Ready to make another weapon of untold power? Or something else?
Funny
Or were you going
enough-
to see if you, do you finally have enough for my scroll of disintegration?
No. And I'm
Oh,
gonna...
my fault.
You're good.
My
I'm
fault,
gonna
OG.
reach into my bag and pull out a scroll that I've been working on. A blueprint, if you will. I
Ooh,
have something I'm willing to show you.
really now?
If you do two things.
Maybe. What are they?
Well, first you gotta tell me how things have been going.
Oh, easy.
What
What's the
city's
second
been
thing?
up to. You're gonna have to make me a promise about something.
Hmm,
You're probably not gonna like it, but it's for your own good.
quite vague. Lay it on me, please.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it, but well, you're my friend Lumalore, so I'm gonna keep it 10,000 with you. I would like for you to take a vacation, let's say. Maybe
Kind of
to,
cocks his head to the side. Really?
Don't come to school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And why is that?
Well, I'm not sure if you've heard about this guy. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure the extent of his power. But,
gives you the freedom to tell your story
I'd rather not have him be able
with
to
a
threaten me.
professional website. That
And I'm
reflects
not
who
quite
you
sure
are
what the future of
and
Twilight
what
looks
you have
like,
to offer.
but I know we'll be taking him on.
Customize
And I'd
every
like you to be
element of
safe.
your website.
I'd like
My
the
dear
knowledge of knowing
friend.
you're safe.
Are you implying that
And achieve
I'm in
your goals.
danger?
Not
Create
necessarily,
a unique
but,
visual experience that enhances your product.
well, you're my friend and it would hurt if I lost you.
Hmm.
Expand
Well,
your
I'm
website
frankly
with content
touched.
that pushes your business forward.
Well, I'll have to see about it.
Share
Maybe check
content
the
that
stocks
matters
and
to your audience.
make sure that I'm not taking a vacation at a bad
And
time.
present it the way you
After
want.
No.
all, I hate to run out of
From the
money in
biggest
the
ideas
middle of a
to
trip,
the
you know?
smallest details.
Of course, but, I know a place,
Your voice,
a really
your
pretty
platform.
moon, really
Mhm.
low technology. I think they'd love your business.
Really now? Hmm. So you're saying this could be some kind of business trip?
Yeah. Business trip.
Well, I hope you're not trying to convince me to relocate entirely because, well, frankly, maybe ask me in a week or two and perhaps I won't feel a bit too lazy to pack everything in here into a bag of holding and set sail. But if I'm being completely honest with you, here's a little secret of my own. I've actually been thinking about, not for the long term, but just stretching my legs a little bit anyway. After this election, and making sure that my business is in good hands in the future, I was maybe gonna go on a bit of a hike. Maybe check some other places around this moon out,
Well,
So I guess it's quite opportune that you're telling me to stretch my legs and, hey, take a vacation.
you know the sending spell, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Why
Well,
is that?
because.
Oh, for you, I imagine.
Yeah, whenever you want, just let me know. I'll come running.
Should I, Oh, right, of course. Well, thanks. Speaking of magic, how are you doing? You told me you're writing a scroll. That's cool.
I am in the machinations of working on a spell of my own making, but
Ooh, an original spell.
an original.
Incredible.
But I'm a little bit more concerned with touching infinity. And I'm just gonna kind of roll the blueprint out in front of him.
How existential. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks. You been cooking up anything lately?
If I'm being completely honest, kinda, but not really. Mostly just been sticking to my business and working on, using what few herbs and spices I have left to make some more potions, because people really like those. Especially over in, Lodestar and Amago. Although oftentimes in Amago it asks me to make weird stuff like potions of luck and love. I have no idea how those work.
Well, would you like to see how something really, really interesting works?
Sure.
And I'm gonna walk over to him, and I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out the book and put it into his hand in one hand, and grab the stopwatch and put it into his other hand.
Are you talking about the book that Tora gave you?
Yes.
Hmm.
I haven't shown this to anyone else, but
No, you're fine. I'm just reading the table of contents anyway.
no worries. I
This is
packed
cool.
some things into this stopwatch. If you want to take it for a spin, let me know.
Well-
I'm still working out the kinks.
Look at you moving on up in the world. Last I saw you, you were building your first sword, and now you're messing with time. They grow up so fast.
Well, yeah. Maybe take a look at this blueprint whenever you're done with that book.
Oh, I might need a minute for that. It's big and complex.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, I
Got
could
some
take a
time.
glance at it if you were trying to, well, see if I could provide any help with it.
I mean, I'd love some help, but I think I definitely lack the materials.
Ooh, for sure. Gonna need a lot of resources and a lot of time. It's a miracle that you and I together, even with some, insomniac potions and magical influence to increase our handiwork, were able to pump out that first sword in just a week. This, much longer.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about time. Is once you realize you can work with it, it seems like you've got plenty.
I like the way you think. You know, I'm a humble guy, so I feel fine admitting this. But if you think that messing with time is the best way to churn this out, then I'm fine with you taking the lead on this one. Not to reveal my own hand too much, but I'm not exactly an aficionado in, time magic. Not exactly like a lot of people are. In fact, according to most, and I mean, well, most, not all, and he does like a big fat wink. It's just a myth.
I beg to differ, and I'm gonna press the stopwatch and then walk around behind him and press it again.
Hey, where'd you go?
Right here.
Oh, cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell if you stopped time and walked behind me or just teleported, but either way, it was cool.
Stop time and walk behind you. But
Well,
look,
you know what? I believe ya.
I am curious though. What what kind of magic would you say you're most proficient with?
Oh, definitely conjuration and divination. Although I actually am, I've built quite a repertoire in abjuration as well, as you'd expect from, an owner of such expensive magic properties.
Makes sense. Ooh, I should have asked you. No, No.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about the history of magic? I'll ask you
Kinda.
that.
I know that apparently. Ooh, I haven't read the books in a while. I know that apparently there were a few old scholars that are said to have been the founders of magic. Most of that stuff revolving around strange concepts like runes, old temples, the uniting of esoteric races. What else? Oh, I think I recall there being a story about arrows or something.
Arrows.
Yeah, arrows.
They'll like give people powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it's something. Like I said, haven't read any of that stuff in a while. Although once upon a who am I kidding? You don't care about all that.
I mean, I do.
Oh. Well, in that case, I did find a couple of books this one time, although, well, frankly, I stuffed them away in a safe place and, maybe with due time I could share them with you, but probably not right now, especially around these parts. Found a couple of books in a temple this one time back in my A day when I used to wander around and do a lot of travel and, eventually settled down here. It's not like I was born here, but,
Wait, where are you
it was
from?
a temple. Oh, I'm from Hegemon.
Needs to kind of
Fuck
like
yeah, you are.
freezes for a second, and her eyebrow twitches.
But I haven't been in there in like 50 years.
We don't have any affiliation with them, though, right?
No.
Okay, good. I would have put a wrinkle in our friendship for sure.
Yeah, not a big fan of them coming out here and all of a sudden trying to act like they have claim to territory just because they do a few illicit deals with some of our higher ups in the districts. Kind of funny how that works, eh?
Yeah, they're pieces of shit. I'd
Whoa.
say.
I mean, they don't exactly have a good track record.
Yeah. Wait, so in your heyday, you found a temple.
Oh, right, yeah. It was, It was on some moon in the Middle Rim. This was a long time ago. I still have the books, but on that moon I found a temple to an ancient scholar. And I read a couple of books about trying to unite these different races, and how every race had like some kind of special power or secret and stuff and all that.
Yeah, was this moon named Meridian?
Oh, no. It was, what was it again? I know there were a whole bunch of, no, I lost it. I just know that their natives were called mantids.
Wait, you're telling me there's another temple on another moon dedicated to the... Okay, interesting. Hey,
I feel like you're connecting some dots here.
Yeah, a little bit, but
Cool.
We'll figure it out. Let me ask you something. Have you ever read anything about something like this in one of your books? And I'm gonna pop my 4th level spell slot to Blade Sing.
Okay. So when you commit your Blade Song,
Yeah.
I know you've talked before about like the kind of flavor you want to put on it. Would you care to go into any more specificities or kind of just reiterate that? Because at one point I
So-
remember you referring to it as like a mana guard.
Yeah, my mana guard. That's the rename for it. I'll do it kind of slowly and let like the mana just kind of leak out as I take this necrotic damage, and it's sort of like almost like not quite burns through my veins, but it feels like wherever I'm pulling from the weave from, there is no distinction between my physical body and the weave, as it sort of ebbs and flows and wraps around me into this almost what would be flame now, like this crystallized, almost like phlogiston-esque material?
You watch as he kind of like squints his eyes and takes a very analytical look, looking across like your tensed face and your forearms that kind of like bleed and cut a bit as he just goes, "It's not every day I see magic that looks like it comes at the expense of your well-being. But this definitely doesn't look like any kind of, well, necrotic intervention or curse or blood stuff. Because that's all I know when it comes to those kinds of things. Strange. I failed to realize in our time working together before, does magic normally hurt ya? Like, hurt ya?
Kinda.
Really now?
When I'm not using this, and I'm gonna like pull my gun out and set it on the table.
How strange. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't really make any rhyme or reason out of this. I mean, it's good that you apparently have found some kind of workaround, but I'm not used to seeing magic that just straight up hurts people unless it's like, well, that really strange kind of magic that all those freaky cultists and stuff do, where they use blood and life. Apparently some can even do that to other people. Freaky stuff. Say, you wouldn't happen to have, at some point throughout your life, you know, found some weird kind of book or ancient amulet or cursed object and become bound to it, or, you know, have some kind of baleful woe placed upon you by a vengeful god or demon, no?
No, I've pretty much been like this since I can remember.
Really
But-
now?
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but normally magic isn't supposed to hurt you when you do it.
The exception isn't always the rule now, is it?
Well, no.
I digress, and I'm just gonna kind of like power down. Well, Lumalore, I've got 3 more questions for you.
Oh my goodness. Sure, yeah.
1. If I come back and, let's say you take your vacation, or you don't, and work things out and I find a big enough ship, would you like to come aboard and not necessarily adventure again, but, maybe help register our findings? I think you'd be a wonderful asset.
I'm gonna be honest. That does sound kind of fun. I'll think about it.
Fantastic. 2.
Although I will say, if you're
that
trying
again.
to have me be your personal magic item appraiser or whatnot, I mean,
No.
there's not going to be a lot of strings attached, but, you know, a guy's got to make a living in some way, shape, or form.
No, you can set up shop wherever we go. You're entitled to a cut. You can be an actual part of the crew. You are your own man.
Excelente. Well, that sounds a bit nicer.
Fantastic. All right. Question 2. You said that you have some realm of expertise in divination magic.
This is correct.
Is there a way for you to divine if there is another temple hidden on this moon? If so, I think
I
that
probably
might be
can't
2
do
birds
that
with
on
one
the
stone.
entire moon, but if we were like, you know, say in a particular area, like maybe in a
Let's just
city or a
say-
forest, maybe.
What about just
So you
the
think you
dark
know
side?
Wix? Do you really?
Well, that depends. I've never seen it, so I don't exactly know what it encompasses. But if I head over there, I'm sure I can figure it out if I can or
I
not.
would definitely prefer that you not head over there. Just between us. I
Okie
think
doke.
If that's where one is, that's where it'll be. And I know who else will be there.
Okie dokie.
Potentially. Question 3. Would you like to go get some food and meet my crew?
Absolutely.
We're finally cool enough to meet your friend.
I was just about to close up shop and go to the election anyway, but that's in looks at a wrist that clearly doesn't have a watch. A couple of hours. I've got time to kill and pound back a meal.
Fantastic.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna pull up and ask for a cinnamon roll with chili on it.
No, don't do that to Inks.
A disgusting thing.
Yeah, I'll hate him all of a sudden.
This man is from the Midwest. I don't know what you want from me.
Cooking.
You said, oh
Well,
yeah?
in that case, yeah, of course.
Well, you sounded like you were about to say something else after that. I don't know.
Oh no, I was just saying I was about to close up shop and we can leave.
Okay, fantastic.
Alrighty, follow me then. And he'll kind of like lead you out of the door. You'll hear that like bell-less chime again go off, and as he turns around, he kind of just closes the double doors and begins to trace this kind of arcane sigil over them. And you just hear like a locking sound.
Ain't nobody robbing that man.
I'm
Not
definitely
with
like
him around.
scrambling, putting all my stuff back in my bag, and I'm thumbing that ring on my pointer finger
Of course.
nervously.
Actually, give me 1 second.
It'd be awesome if
And I'm texting
if you
Vincent,
thought
where are you?
if you thought it'd just do it, and you'd just be fucked.
Nah.
No, yeah. Of course,
Yeah,
not as fun. Not as fun.
I wish Inks is immortal. No.
On God. Do it
Okay.
for me!
Damn, he really fuck with Inks. I like
No,
that.
I'm playing.
Making
Tale
friends
as
out
old as
here.
time.
Yes, sir. He never die.
As you're kind of like nervously thumbing your ring as you guys walk away and he finishes doing the arcane lock on the door, he just goes, "Y'all right there, buddy?"
Of course. Just thinking about secrets I might find in that temple.
Oh yeah, real exciting stuff. I remember when I used to think about secrets and temples and undiscovered places. Good times.
Definitely. And I start to head to wherever Vincent texts me he's at.
Just
He-
text,
he-
where you at, bitch?
He just pins his location with a smiley face and a hamburger emoji.
Nice. Hamburger.
Preferably smothered in melted cheese.
Mmm, that do sound tasty.
I'm gonna walk in and look Vincent square in the eyes and say, I am good.
Okay, man.
Missing the quote, he just says, "Yeah. Anyways, who's your friend there?"
Oh yeah, as Nisa pulls up to the rest of you guys, kind of about a quarter or a third of the way into your meal with Orin and Dern. You see this rather tall, exceptionally kind of like wide furbolg, just with kind of like that cow-esque snout and graying fur, with this kind of big head of curly brown graying hair and some glasses and like these big robes, just kind of walk in behind her and just goes, "Oh, hey there. Are you guys the crew?"
We're the dream catchers.
Dream
How's it going?
catchers. Hello, I'm Lumalore Emerson. Professionally known as Inks, no relation, because of my scroll work. Nice to meet all of ya.
And nice to meet you. Grab a seat.
When you say no relation, and no relation to what?
Oh, apparently, some people who are more well-traveled around here have confused me with, well, I don't really know who else. Apparently there's multiple people that go by Inks, so I just made sure to say no relation to kind of set myself apart, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inks here is gonna be our archaeologist once we get
Oh, you know
down.
history?
And I'm gonna give him like a
Something
little bit
of
of an
that.
elbow. Like a cheeky elbow.
Bit of a jump in the gun, but I did say I would think about it.
I have questions
Just
for you later
greasing
on.
the
but,
wheels.
that's
Many
fair.
such cases, apparently.
Well, while you think on it, welcome to the table. Enjoy a nice meal with us, and I hope to get to know you better.
Well, thank you very much. Waiter, a cinnamon roll with some chili on it, please.
Oh my god.
I'm so sick. You spoke it into reality.
So powerful.
We have to kill Liam.
Yeah, Liam's too powerful. He can't just keep saying
Liam
these
is
things.
actually puppeteering Jordan. He is the
He
real
can't keep
Liam.
getting away with this.
And as this kind of like underpaid worker, not even like underpaid, but just like rather haggard looking worker in a vest kind of walks by, they just go, I'm sorry, what'd you say? No, no, I'm just kidding. I should, you know, sorry, I was trying to lighten the mood. I don't need a cinnamon bun with chili on it. I want a chili dog with cinnamon on it.
Go.
Go.
Make that
him!
too.
That's
Make that too. My treat.
Well, thank ya. Always nice to save a bit on the old wallet. Even if
Heard that,
it's,
brother.
well, you know.
Fucking heard that.
Don't worry, Captain's got you covered, and I'm gonna give him another elbow and a wink.
Not in like a genuinely judgmental way, but in kind of just like a way. He just kind of like squints his eyes and just looks to the side hard at you.
Really pushing it.
I gotta give him a hard time.
Well, anyway, how are the rest of you? It's, you know, been a while, but I feel like I kind of know you already based off of, well, pointing at Nisa with his thumb. This one's all little misadventures and deeds of epic fun proportions with me. Making swords, working on scrolls and all that, drinking potions and staying up all night.
Oh, so you're who she goes to when she sneaks away on Pulse. Very
Oh,
nice.
yeah. I promise she's not out partying or any of that other stuff. Yeah,
not
she's
really her
way
style.
cooler and works on magic items.
Yeah, she's got a dream to fulfill. Don't blame her for being so hardworking.
Noticing a bit of a theme here. So, what's you guys' deal?
That's a loaded question, because we're still kind of figuring that all out while we're still kind of semi-trapped on this
My fault.
moon.
Apologies. I was just curious because from what I heard about you guys, you've been going around and fighting people and declaring war and stuff lately. You know, just normal end of the year excursions.
Following the tailcoats of our captain's ambitions and similar aligned motivations.
Cool.
But this is only the very first small step of our crew. We got plenty to do once we're able to get off this moon, other moons to visit, to reclaim ships, other planets to either liberate or battle for power and greatness, until ultimately each of our individual dreams have hopefully been made and new ones created to pursue afterwards. Because of course,
Cool.
our tales don't just end after one dream's fulfilled.
So what's
Just
your
another
dream?
to fight for. And he just points at Nisa. Not just for hers to get fulfilled. And that's a
that was so
lifetime fulfillment.
Stop, you're your own man.
Oh hell. Of course I am. With my own choices. One that I made. All I'm doing is declaring it. And to praise Desna in the highest fashion by also making sure anyone else in my vicinity gets their dreams at least pursued and protected.
Ooh, well, nice.
Winks at Nisa.
Okay.
Well, anyways, that's Ozzy. That's Ziggy. That's
Hello.
Octavia.
Hello.
Cassio.
Howdy.
Dern. Orin.
Hey. Hi. Hello.
Irenicus. Did I miss anybody? Aestus. Firebird. I think that's everyone here.
They're all
Howdy,
dead.
everybody.
That's the crew.
Have a fun weekend.
Mushi mushi. Arigatou
Where the
gozaimasu.
hell is everybody?
That is a good question.
Sleeping.
I'm here.
Pounding back the food right now.
I have
True.
nothing to
Everyone's
say
just
this guy yet.
digging in.
Don't
Ozzy
blame
will
you.
just like look at him and then go
I'm
back.
I'm
to
here.
eating.
I'm in and out.
You're good.
I'm here.
Word.
I just have nothing to say.
I was gone. I'm back.
Hello, back.
I don't know what was happening.
We just introduced you to Inks, who came to join us for a meal before the
I showed
event.
him my most powerful spell.
What?
No, nah.
Yes, let me cast evisceration.
No, it's much
It's a
worse
little
than that.
worse than that, yeah.
Is it really?
Yep, it's
Yeah.
a
They
nice
both
little
said it.
spell that Liam came up with.
Oh my god. And you just got it?
No, he just
I don't believe this spell actually does anything.
Oh no,
and
it's just
co-
not.
And it's worse than evisceration.
How do you guys
Liam
not
just
remember?
put it
Okay.
in chat.
Whoa, just put it in chat.
Is it the N word?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we do know that one. It's, yeah.
I didn't consider that like a real thing.
No,
Or
he's
even a fake
cast this a
thing.
few times. Oh, it better be fucking fake. Once he can cast 9th level spells and he just casts it and destroys everything in his vicinity and also gets banned from our group. Yeah, like, man, it's a one hell of a fucking spell.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Damn, the target is you know who is crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
A little evil.
All of it is. But,
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
you like a
yeah.
good joke?
But case in point, about an hour and a half passes, and you guys enjoy a lovely little lunch experience. Not that any of you, well, I guess one of you technically lost like 2 HP, so I will say, while you guys are eating this, theoretically, if any of you needed to regain health right now during a short rest, you can regain an additional 1d8 hit points.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, it might be worth it. We don't know what he's gonna throw it as.
Honestly,
after
for
the
him to
last-
even say it now feels
Wait,
like
who's
something's
missing
gonna
2
be
HP?
thrown.
Right, who's missing?
Nisa,
Uh,
damage yourself
Nisa.
with 2 HP.
How did
And-
you do that?
Not only did I damage myself with 2 HP, I am out of any spell slot higher than 2nd level.
Good job, buddy.
I've cast Sending 4 times
Worth it.
and
Fourth
used
time.
my 4th level spell slot once.
Anytime Nisa casts
This guy doesn't know about infallible relay.
Lee,
Yes. Oh,
anytime,
baby.
anytime Nisa casts a spell without her focus, she literally has to hurt herself. Like it's like a within her body kind of thing.
Or to
That's
use.
Also,
Insane.
upon empowering her sword and like activating Blade Song, she can increase its power at the cost of some of her own HP.
That
Yeah.
too.
God.
Which is
anything higher than half of my proficiency, right?
Yeah,
is-
round it down. So currently, anything higher than level 1 will hurt you until you hit 9th level, and then you can use 2nd level spell slots without pain.
It's not a hobby.
nice.
Yeah.
It's your
But nevertheless, about an hour and a half passes, and you guys enjoy a nice meal with some newfound company, some curt but functional introductions with, you know, a seemingly long time, but until now back in the shadows, except for with Nisa, ally, you know, the fun Furbolg friend Lumalor Emerson, along with Dern and Orin. All you guys having a nice lunch together, feeling bellies full and warm as you guys head out. And Dern goes, "Well, it's not too terribly long until the election, right? I mean, from what I understand, it's taking place in the town square, just like, well, you know that last time when a bunch of Hegemon soldiers showed up and we had to fight all of them off."
That was fun, right?
Sure, yeah. Why not? I'm sure they've learned their lesson and aren't going to try that a second time. Anyway,
no, we'll have to.
true.
We'll have to really crack some skulls.
True. Well, Orin, everybody, you want to go see what the future of the Pulse District's going to look like?
Let's see what we fought for. Woo!
Yeah, that. And as you guys, assuming all of you kind of tag along and head towards the town square of the Pulse District, you see that a bit of a crowd has already formed. Some familiar faces, but not too many. Some still missing. Interestingly, no sign of couple of people, but I will say you see. Let me find them real quick.
Flame gun!
I need to
Sterling
talk to
Archer!
Sterling Archer. But nevertheless, as actually 1 second, I almost forgot to put one character on the tab. Then can't believe I almost forgot about these goons.
You goons.
What the hell? Hold up.
What the hell?
On blob.
The hell?
Why?
What the hell?
you Not.
What the heck?
I don't know why you're not getting on there.
What's happening?
He
My
can't
fault.
get
I'm
it
just trying to
up.
put a token on the board, but it's not working. It's fine. It's not that important.
Hmm. You sure?
Oh, never mind. I think I. Ooh. Okay, there we go. I got a couple. Nice.
Huh?
My fault. Let me go ahead and move you guys over to
Oh.
the map proper.
The map.
The map.
Boink.
Not the map.
Ah!
As a bit of a crowd has begun to build up, you see a
Getting
few
deja
familiar
vu.
faces. You see multiple
Getting
warforged
PTSD.
hobgoblins, humans, gnomes, dwarves, kind of scattered amongst the crowd, alongside a few familiar faces like Rex Raider, Sizel crew, including Luna and Ragnarok, who are actually out here now. You see over on one side the Eclipse Pirates all kind of sitting at a table, just kind of pounding a few drinks away preemptively. Going ahead and ordering from a waiter at this kind of like open bar area with a neon sign over it. You see a few other nondescript figures, and then Captain Flapjack and a couple of his flump buddies over here on the left.
That guy will never die.
Of course not. And you
Not
see
on our
kind of
watch.
already getting set up, even amongst the restless crowd kind of murmuring and waiting for a result. You see 4 familiar faces all kind of just standing around waiting expectantly on kind of like this prop-up stand area with a rather strange celestial-looking figure behind them, known to be the reporter Anton Machiavelli.
Oh yeah.
But with that,
Wait, Anton!
sorry, what was that?
Oi, Anton!
Oh, yeah. You say that out loud?
Yeah.
As you see Anton kind of like setting up a mic on their shirt and taking a couple of like clipboards out from under their arm, go, Oh,
Hey,
kind of like peering over the crowd. You see like a couple of
Come
people in
talk to
front
me
of you
when you
kind of
got
like
a
step
second.
aside. Well, ooh. If it isn't myself, I'm sure I can make some time. Excuse me, let me squeeze through here for a second. Hello, hi, hey, you! Wow, oh my goodness, I have actually been meaning to talk to you again for a minute. How are you doing? It's been a minute. I heard you won a tournament over in Lodestar. I heard you fought a giant black hole. I heard you, what else? Oh, I heard you, tried to challenge all of the leaders of our districts to a fight.
Yeah, a lot of things have happened. That's actually why I wanted to talk to you. Do you know anything about the Faith?
The only thing I do truly know about the Fifth is that, over the past few years, there have been a couple of, well, not to stereotype or anything, but, Drow, Dwergar, and Sverfneblin that have been, operating as agents and conducting, undercut business deals with the likes of, a few people whom I shall not name around here, trying to get into networks with them, some being rejected, some being accepted, and pawned off money for whatever, deeds or deals may be done. But they all say that they operate in the name of a particular Fifth Lord that has been therefore building up this reputation by proxy. And because of this much outreach to where their agents and doers of will have been spread out in Lodestar and Mago here, and possibly even the Pinnacle District, well, who's to say what influence he doesn't have, this secret flawless Fifth?
Well, you don't know, like, where he's located, right?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, obviously not in any of the 4 districts run by, well-known and beloved leaders, because otherwise I feel like we would have possibly found them by now, no?
Fair enough.
Unless one of them is actually a shadow government, being led by proxy by the secret Flawless Fifth, just using one of the other Flawless Four as a disguise. Ooh, do you think it's in here? Do you think it's in Poots?
Oh my.
That
Oh
would
my,
be
indeed. Dramatic.
incredibly troublesome. Then we'd have to kill 2 Flawless. And that would make me
Ooh.
quite sad.
What
Speaking
happens
of,
to all of them, my dear?
well, maybe not everyone has to die. But, do you happen to have my dear friend Manny the Mantis and his, what was his other friend's name? Bugba.
Bugba Fett?
Do you have their contact by chance?
Oh no, I do not have their contacts. Although I definitely have done a couple of interviews with some of their, a couple of their subordinates over in Amago that are in charge of the gambling districts and the other districts.
You mind sharing those with me? I'm trying to set up a meeting with him, and she's gonna like, hi Vincent.
I am in the middle of something here. I am about to, declare the winner of this election, but after that, come back to me and I may talk about it. I may need a little bit of convincing, though. That is, quite the thing to just hand out to somebody, you know what I'm saying?
What if we give you a spectacular interview?
With whom?
All of us.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to do that anyway.
I also really need to talk to you.
Oh.
Hello there.
And I imagine I've just been staring at them this entire time.
Anton definitely keeps Nisa between you and their self.
I keep Nisa between me and themselves as well.
Hilarious.
Well, like I said, I'm sure we can talk about that later, but for right now, in just a couple of minutes, I will need you to please allow me to take my leave so I can get up here and tell one of these bozos that they are going to have to run our district for a little while.
Do your thing, pop off royalty, and she's gonna hit them with the Z snap.
Oh my god.
King, queen, and in between. I don't know.
Of course.
I'm new to this.
Well, nevertheless, thank you for your time.
I'm new to this.
I'll be sure to ask you a lot of questions later, but in the meantime, ta-ta. And they are going to kind of just walk off and, like, with a light, like, tap of their foot off the ground, just kind of spring up, almost like floating, like, towards the stage again, and just kind of set foot and go, my sincerest apologies. Now, I am sure a lot of you are getting quite restless, or at the very least, bored out of your minds, just waiting around here, no? So, how about, without further ado, we figure out just which one of these goobers is going to lead our newfound nation, our glorious guilds, our... I'm running out of alliteration here, let me just bust out the letter. So, without further ado, I'm pausing for dramatic effect. Over the course of the past month, at very short notice, we have gathered votes by the popular, with setting up some impromptu poll stations around, making sure that people don't commit too much bribery or voter fraud. We definitely had a couple of people come back in mustaches and glasses that had to be shot on sight, but that's in the past, no? Nevertheless, don't do voter fraud, kids. At a whopping, and yes, I am going to be listing all of them so you know who came in last place. At a whopping 742 popular votes, in 4th place, drumroll for dramatic effect, it's Rio Hagane! As Rio kind of just like sighs and rolls his eyes, as Sterling kind of just... Actually, I will say...
He lost to Raymond Gunn is pretty crazy, actually.
Now that you're all here, I will say there is one more detail that you guys would definitely kind of easily notice. Both Rio and Sterling, especially now kind of standing right next to each other and looking irritated, you notice both of them look a little wounded.
What?
A little
I'll
what?
say Ziggy and Ozzy with your
Wounded.
high perception checks. You notice Rio has like, especially with your high perception, Ziggy, I'll say you notice even like with a little bit of like makeup and concealer covering it, or at least you can assume it to be, you see kind of like a little bit of bruising and swelling on one of the sides of Rio's face and like lower jaw, as well as like a little bit of swelling on his lip. And then for Sterling, you see it currently has like a little bit of like almost like alcohol or ointment put over it, so it has a bit of a shine, but you can definitely see where like a cut has just recently been like opened and made on like his cheek and his jaw, and it kind of like goes down into his neck like beneath his shirt. But his like upper, for once actually, like he's the most covered in terms of clothing that he has ever been that you've seen him. He's actually like not got his chest out for once. He just kind of has like this white shirt underneath like a big old vest and a set of like torn up pants and boots. They both look a little strangely wounded.
Noted.
As fuck. What the hell?
And as like that vote count is stated, and Sterling kind of annoyingly like jabs with his elbow Rio's side, and Rio just like swats at him. And you notice, I will say, Ziggy with and Ozzy with your high perceptions, you'll also notice when Rio goes to swat Sterling with his arm, he kind of like goes back to a resting position to where he's kind of like clutching the other one as if it's not working properly or as if it's hurt.
Who is that?
Rio.
Rio's
Damn.
clutching his arm. Okay.
Yeah. Like holding it in place almost, or like as if it like isn't perfectly working on its own. And up next, with a whopping 1,729 votes, a little bit more of a step up, is Mr. Raymond Gunn, as the whole crowd, well, some of the crowd, you hear kind of like the murmurs spike up. It seems that Rio winning wasn't exactly expected, but hearing Mr. Gunn in third place, you hear murmurs kind of begin to spike. A couple of like gasps and people
He
turn
was
to each other.
cheating.
You see a couple of especially concerned and sweaty expressions from people wearing particularly nice clothes and suits and ties. As Anton says, yes, the suspense is building, I'm aware. Now, between our two finalists, ones who had very riveting speeches, one about fear and building up reputation to be respected, and the other about peace and quiet. Who has won with a whopping 5,899 votes in first place over the 3,875 in second? The winner, and your mayor for the foreseeable future until we do this shit again whenever, is... And as they pull out the card, they kind of look at it and go, I got the right one here, right? Really? I like it.
Absolutely wild.
It is Sai Sato from Sizori!
Let's fucking
Huge.
go.
Luna and Ragnarok kind of like jump a whole 5 feet above the crowd and just go boom, like land the fattest like impact frame generating fist bump ever, as Orin just goes, really? And Duran goes, oh my fucking god, really? As
That's
like
sick.
Sai's kind of narrowed like crow's feet eyes just kind of like widen just ever so slightly before returning to their like restful, almost closed state, as he just kind of humbly takes both of his hands in front of him and just kind of like bows towards the crowd. That big old kind of straw hat on him was kind of covering up his whole head for a second. And I will say, actually, those of you, not even a high passive perception needed, I will say, as Sai kind of like bows forward, you see on the top of his hat is like a little painted sun. Before he, returns to his standing state, and just kind of gives a couple more like recognizing nods and.
On
"Thank
Rio?
you."
There was a painted
Thank
sun?
you.
No.
On Sai. Yeah, on
Sai.
Sai's like little, on Sai's like big old like wide brimmed straw hat he's got, there's just a sun painted on the top of it that you saw when he bowed forward. As he kind of returns, Anton just immediately just rushes over to him and just with a microphone in hand goes, "So, Mr. New Mayor from Zazori, is there anything you would like to say to the crowd?"
The crowd.
I'm sure it's going to be very curt and simplistic, but nevertheless, I'm sure that they would love to hear a few new words from their leader. And as Sai kind of takes the microphone and just goes, "Well, I mean, first of all, thank you. I am very grateful to be here just from such humble beginnings of building up so much work I've done in the outer district. I honestly never really thought that we'd get here. It was mostly the motivation of my dear friends that I've taken under my wing. Luna, Ragnarok, Oren, and Dern. Which is why, and I talked a bit about this with them beforehand, to be completely transparent with all of you, I am no politician. Which is why I am going to appoint all of them as my personal cabinet to make sure that this goes well and swimmingly.
Based.
So as your new mayor, I am declaring that, and he kind of like takes out a piece of paper from his pocket. The Secretary of Public Health and Security will be Luna Lagomorph. Your Secretary of Housing and Urban Development will be Ragnarok Svalin. Your Secretary of Staff will be Dern Hardy. And I'm going to personally interview and appoint a few Department of Revenue agents that I've had my eye on for a while, just for a chance to give them some good work. But nevertheless, I thank all of you for your time, and I hope that, well, for the near and far future, we can maybe have things be a bit less chaotic around here than they have been. But thank you. Truly. And the crowd kind of like slowly begins like to clap and whistle. Not like scream or cheer out loud, but in a more like respectful and washed down term. They kind of clap and, you know, cheer and whistle for the man. As they kind of like thank him as well. Hear a couple of like, woo, yeah! You see a couple of like, obviously some people who were here voting for other people kind of begin to storm off and walk off in a bit of a dejected fashion. Some kind of like kicking a rock across the ground. Others kind of like muttering between themselves and each other. But nevertheless, that is it. The election is over. Just like that. It's over! Unfortunately, no MC Die here to do it. But nevertheless,
It's over.
as the crowd kind of begins to die out, a few people kind of walk up to congratulate Sai. Obviously, Sai's crew kind of staying around, hanging a bit. You see Ryo kind of just hands in pockets kind of hop off stage and begin to walk over kind of just to a side, just kind of to stand by himself before he just glances over at the rest of his crew, who kind of just all give him a simultaneous reassuring thumbs up before he just like and looks to the side. As Sterling just kind of goes, well, damn, back to the temple it is. Pirate's life for me, baby! As he just kind of like clicks his two heels and walks off.
Also, Jordan, can you check DMs?
Yeah, my fault. My apologies.
What's he doing now?
I airdrop nude to the crowd. Just roleplay the reactions, please, so no one else knows I just did that.
Yeah.
Eating my meat furiously.
Aggressively.
When you come back, I want to congratulate Sai.
Yeah, I also would like to congratulate Sai.
Sure.
Shake that man's hand.
Okay, sorry, just
I want to
one
shake your
second.
hand.
Okay,
wanna
so you walk
shake
up to
his
Sai
hand.
first.
Yeah.
As you guys approach him, he kind of just looks and goes kind of from the stage. He kind of like stops and sits down, just like letting his legs dangle off the side of the stage, looking like, oh, hello.
Hey,
Nice to
Mayor.
see all of you again.
Yeah, congratulations on your win, sir.
Well, thank you. I definitely couldn't have done it without a bit of motivation. So, I have you all to thank in part for that. But of course, and there they are. And you see kind of like Dern, Orin, Luna, and Ragnarok walking up as well. With like, Ragnarok definitely looks like he's about to give a big slap on the back of Sai, and then he kind of just like at the last second goes, like tiny little pat goes, nice job, man. You did great. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yes, please. How can I help you?
No, really just wanted to congratulate you. I mean, and you saying the things you say, regardless of the motivation, the most effective way to do something is to just do it. And you're the shining symbol of that, my friend.
Well, there surely had to have been a bit of luck somewhere. After all, just a few days ago, I was working multiple jobs at once, doing delivery work, cooking, standing outside of places, and diffusing tense situations.
Oh, well, Desna's luck is always an influence of all things living, but it is not fate. You know, our choices and our actions and how hard we work are still our own. The luck is just a part of that journey. So,
Well,
if I could ask,
appreciate
though,
words of wisdom. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
just really quick, like, do you have any idea of, like, some changes you want to, like, make, like, legitimately? Or is that something that you're, now that it's real, now that it's happening, still need to cook up?
Well, if I'm being completely honest, like I said earlier, I am no politician. But thankfully, I am surrounded by people who are well versed in diplomacy, security, some with business more so than others, but most importantly, and he looks at Dern, paperwork.
Yeah, put Dern behind a desk. You
And
prune.
honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely been the best thing happened to me for a while, hey?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Is Rio and Sterling still there?
Sterling is currently walking off. Rio is just kind of in a corner, like lowest of keys, sulking a bit, but like in a
Rio.
cool, edgy way. As Rio kind of like he catches you catch his eye.
You have swelling on your cheek and lower jaw, and I can see that your arm is damaged in some way. What happened?
I got in a fight, and he kind of like points past you, and you see almost like as if the word fight alerted him. You see Sterling kind of stop in his tracks and just turn around and just grin. As
Damn.
Sterling goes, "Oh, are you telling the epic tale to your friends about how I kicked your ass? You did not kick my ass. I'm still alive and walking just fine. How is that cut, by the way?
Well,
Tickles."
What the fuck?
Sterling, let me
Hey,
see your
what's up
scar.
with these niggas?
Sure, I'll let you see my paper cut if you want. And as you kind of
Nigga,
like
shit
let
finna
he
be
walks up,
infected.
you see it's kind of like you the first thing you smell, and you can't tell if it's just from him or from the cut, but you smell the permeating stench of alcohol, like highly ethyl alcohol. As you see, like this wound is kind of covered in like a glaze of ointment and alcohol to kind of sterilize and clean it. Definitely not of his own volition, or perhaps. It's definitely gonna leave a nasty scar. It's still like in the process. Like it looks like it just stopped bleeding, but if you mess with it too much, it definitely still could. It looks pretty fresh, but like not bleeding fresh.
What brought on the violence?
This
Do we need to?
twig just
popped up into my place unannounced and was acting like he owned it.
Well, I did just pop up in there, but I was going to leave. After all, there is something there that I can use that you can't.
It doesn't matter if I can't use it, it's my place.
Oh, yeah? Your place that you have squatted in for years? Do you pay rent?
My kids do. I mean, I keep track of the place. I keep it nice and maintained and
and clean. Although I have to say, I am a big fan of your, your security system that deters any possible intruders.
I have a security system. I mean, yes, I do. But what are you talking about?
The smell. And as Sterling just kind of just begins to like lunge towards Rio, you watch as Rio takes his one good arm and begins to draw his blade before you see both Tora and Sai kind of like both flash step in and just both of them kind of like put a hand up and go, "Boys, you're both pretty."
You're also
What she said. As Sterling just goes,
"What?
What are you talking about?"
We're all friends. We're all friends. You're all.
I mean, we had a drink together once, so yeah, we are friends. I mean, you guys, Plus, you got my dear son on board, so how can I say no? But what's this one got to do with it?
Pointing at Rio.
Well,
I have probably had even more drinks with them than you have, and it was probably a much nicer experience.
You're both pretty, but
You're both pretty.
you're a friend. You're under our banner, Sterling, and you are our friend. You're under our banner, Rio. So, really, you're like Captain Cousins.
I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that does make it sound a little weird, but you know what? I don't care anymore. I've gotten my licking on ya. Just don't ever do that again.
Well, no promises.
Wait, Rio. What is it that he has that you can use?
As he kind of just like looks around and goes, "Well, this brightest crayon in the box has staked his claim in an old temple of an old space goddess, one that just so happens to have a teleportation circle in the middle of it that I discovered a few months ago. So I used it."
Remind me what this goddess was a goddess of.
Besmara, the goddess of strife and piracy. A classic domain for my home, no?
Isn't that the sister or the opposite of Desna?
To a degree.
Yeah.
They're like mirrors, or like two sides of the coin.
Yeah, got it.
Rio, where were you trying to go with this circle?
Oh, well, here, of course. I needed to come back for the election.
Wait a second. You can just freely use... Wait. What the fuck?
What are you talking
Where did
about?
you teleport from?
From Lodestar, where you just saw me yesterday?
Damn. New to magic, huh, bruh?
No, shithead, I'm thinking. Cool. Okay, fair enough. Hey, by the way, the two of you, I might need to meet with you later tonight.
Of course.
Sir, why not?
Cool.
So, what about until then? Are we drinking our sorrows away? On somebody else's tab?
Not mine, that's for sure. Well, except for my crew, of course. And, maybe one for, the winner, I guess.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I appreciate it, though.
Well, more for me.
Well, dream catchers. Now that we've come for what we sought to see, and we're apparently collectively happy with this, what's our next move of business?
I need to talk to. But what was the reporter's name again? I just forgot.
Anton Machiavelli.
I need to talk to Anton, and I need to buy something. If someone could lend me some money.
Rio and Sterling
exploded.
instantly just look away and start whistling.
What do you need to buy?
I want new goggles.
Did he say baubles?
Goggles?
Goggles.
Goggles.
Yes.
How much are the goggles?
I don't know. I'm going to try and find something. It's going to be like a video recording device. I'm kind of looking for GoPro goggles. This is kind of what I'm looking for.
GoPro
Pretty
goggles? Interesting.
Yes.
Just one
oh,
sec.
Yeah, well, you do that. Let me rummage through my storage here.
Really quick.
Hey,
Yeah.
could I make that, Jordan? I have binoculars and a camera.
You know what? I
And
think
you
with a
have my
little bit
goggles.
of time, I'd allow it.
I'll let you have my goggles too, if that'll help.
Okay.
It would be like a little ramshackle and very like junky, but you know,
I feel like that fits Ziggy just
Yeah.
fine.
yeah, it'll be
Everything
optional.
I
It'll be
have is kinda ramshackle.
it'll definitely just take like a couple of checks and some time, but not that much.
What up, Nikki?
No,
Everything okay?
Ziggy, I can put that together
I-
for you. You don't need.
She's about to
I
go
was-
to sleep.
I need. Yeah, I've passed out like 80 times.
Yeah, that's
Like-
right.
Okay.
Have a beautiful night, you beautiful souls.
Good night.
Okay, good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
But yeah, that's something definitely within your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
Just-
Ziggy, I can put that together for you. No need to purchase it.
You can.
It'll look a little silly.
Oh, I'm sure anything that comes out of your mind would be silly. And I'm gonna hand you my goggles.
Okay.
In
yeah,
that case,
then,
I can
we'll-
talk to a reporter.
Okay, whenever we get some downtime, I'll get those there for you.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Sai, Luna, Ragnarok, Dern, and Orin are kind of just gonna walk off, and Dern's just gonna go, "Hey, we're just gonna kind of have to process and plan all this out now that we're you know, being appointed as secretaries and leaders of the district and whatnot. I wish all of you luck in your future endeavors. Maybe cross paths again soon, and may it not be on such weird terms like our house getting attacked by killer robots. Okay, bye. Thank you." And almost as if on cue, you see as they kind of begin walking off, a particular multiple-eyed celestial figure with long flowing blonde hair kind of slides into frame right next to them and starts kind of harassing and stepping in front of Sai with a couple of clipboards and pens out to like ask him a bunch of questions and write them down. Just going like, okay, so what's your future plans for the district? Who are these people you were talking about? I was possibly interviewing earlier? Blah, 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 blah. And just rapid fire asking. Before
gonna-
eventually Luna is just like, all right, buddy, on his own terms in his office later. And she just picks
yeah.
Anton up and just throws them, and Anton just lands in front of you guys.
What the fuck? Just
I'm-
threw Anton? That's crazy.
At the moment Anton lands, I'm going to turn to them, and this exact kind of animation is going to play
Nani?
in general.
Okay, General.
And I am going to look at them, and I am going to say,
What the fuck?
I'm going to say, somewhere deep in space on a planet with pink sands and black obsidian temples, they are testing hyperlight space mechs ran by Mr. Ketter. These are government secrets that everyone needs to know, and I need to print all around Twilight immediately.
Anton
Also-
just looks up at you. Initially, it was like a look of
We are
abject fear,
convening-
but sorry, go ahead.
We are convening with with strange-looking alien life that looks sort of like. And I'm going to sort of pull out a pencil, and Ziggy's gonna very quickly make a sketch, but high.
You're gonna pull out a pencil, and Anton is just going to hand you their clipboard.
I am going to draw in the, if allowed, immaculate detail the aliens that we intervened with. And I'm
Okay,
going to
make me a
say-
sleight of hand check. Actually, are you proficient with calligrapher's supplies?
I think I am actually. I think that is a thing that.
Nice. Okay, in that case, just make me a dexterity check with proficiency, like any check that has that equivalent number.
I'm proficient in sleight of hand. It'll be the same level pretty much.
Okay, yeah, then go ahead.
21.
21.
As the rest of you, I mean, whoever's like watching nosily, it's up to you, Ziggy, how like covert you are with this or how quick you're trying to be.
Not covert at all, and when I draw, my hand just goes back and forth like a printer.
Nice. You watch as, albeit arbitrary design and methodology as it may, Ziggy begins very quickly jotting this rather strangely good drawing of like some creature with like a long head and like spindly arms and like a very narrow and wide slit mouth and no nose.
I'm pretty much just gonna spew of mouth tell Anton literally every government secret I know.
Initially, this was like an abject look of fear on the floor from Anton, but without even moving, their eyes just slowly dilate like a cat as you begin just spilling more and more absolutely crazy conspiracy level bullshit to them. And as they kind of just take the clipboard back, they go, Nisa, who did you say you wanted the contact with again?
Many goons.
I will do that at any cost.
Whoa.
Print it! Print it, and I will forgive you for revealing my name to the world!
Wait, what'd you say?
I looked at Anton and I said, print it, and I will forgive you for revealing my name to the world.
Okay. Well, if we're going to be here and do this now, I'm going to be completely honest. I really need to know why you broke it. Is that why you broke into my house?
When we met, I told you. If you
Anton just looks at you, Nisa, and points at Ziggy and like stomps their foot down and just goes, "He broke into my house." This is like 2 weeks ago in the middle of the night. I was sleeping.
What do you know about Kenner?
I don't know.
He was there in the room with me.
I mean,
what?
He was
to be
there in
fair,
the room with me, Dr. Kenner. He was there in the room with me when I tried to attack you.
Yeah, he's manic.
To be fair, Anton, you might have deserved it.
Okay, well, that aside, you, the hair, sorry, was it? Is that what you're wanting me to say, if you don't want your name? Well, it's out there, but I'm just trying to do it on principle.
It's too late, it's already out there.
Okay, fine. May I call you Mr. Stardust?
No, you may call us Ziggy Stardust.
Okay, Ziggy Stardust. You're telling me that when you broke into my house, you saw this man known as Dr. Keter, the scientist from Hegemon. He was in the room with you.
He attacked me, yes. He was
Really
there in the
now?
room with me.
Well,
and you said that he
otherwise I
attacked
would've
you.
broken your
Did it
arm.
hurt?
It hurt very much. It was a screaming in my brain.
Okay, I think I know what's happening here. Do you want me to... Okay. I'm going to be completely transparent with you, Ziggy Stardust. When you broke and entered into my house, as a reactionary defense, I cast a spell on you that was supposed to elicit your worst fear.
Oh yeah, called it. Let's go.
Also deserved.
Thank you.
Maybe if I had broken your arm.
What?
Regardless, I think we're even. Print it.
Oh, trust me. Oh, I'm going to print this. Oh my god, I'm about to have so many eyes on me. Thank you. Truly.
Speaking of eyes, Anton.
Wow, really?
Anton.
I mean,
As you
plan
see,
work.
like, the many eyes on their body just kind of all blink and look at you at the same time.
Oh,
I
you
have
said
one
you'd
more
pay
question.
any price?
Oh, right. Sorry.
So,
Well, I was more so saying that regardless of what it takes, in exchange for this, encouraging of information I have just been given, I will do my best to get you in contact with at least some of the subordinates,
that's not the
preferably
only
the
price you're gonna
closer
pay.
ones of Bugbuffet and Many the Mantis. Oh, who else then?
Well, Anton, going to make you the greatest reporter that's ever existed within this universe.
Thank you. I'm already working on it, but I appreciate the motivation.
Cool. Welcome to the crew. I'm just gonna give Anton a smile.
Am I getting paid for this?
Hey, you'll get your cut. And you'll go around when we go around, and you'll help us gather and distribute information, etc., etc. I've been thinking, and once we kick the shit out of this Aladdin, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're gonna tackle Hegemon and whatever else this fuck-ass universe throws at us.
Oh dear sweet sir and Ray above. Tackle Hegemon? I
Tackle
believe they've
Hegemon,
beaten you
go
to
to
the punch and
Numeron.
tried to tackle us first. Although I do
Yeah.
understand your desire to fight back.
Well, no, we're not
Oh,
gonna
you said
fight
you're going
back.
to Numeron, right?
We're
That sounds
going to
fun. I
win.
might actually tag along with you to that one.
Hey.
Yeah. We've got plenty of things to do, asses to kick, and treasure to steal. So,
Well, that all sounds fun and riveting. As long as I don't die and I get a nice, cut of pay to keep myself afloat, of course. Have to make a living somehow. Then, you know what? I'll think about it. This sounds fun.
Another, I'll think about it. Sick.
I did also have one more thing to give with that information. Or one more stipulation, excuse me. I forgot to
Oh, yes, of
mention.
course. My sincerest apologies. What
The
was it?
person that gave you this information is Aladdin Sane. And if Aladdin Sane asked you who gave you that info, who told you to tell him that, to tell people that, tell him that it was me.
Okay. I followed that, I promise.
this nigga is tweaking out, bro.
No. Like, it's big brain, but like usually most people do it more subtly. But he's like, nah, straight up. This is what's happening. This is your part to play. You can't fuck this up now.
He said, and I say.
Well,
They say.
I think Aladdin Sane might pose a problem if he pops up on Anton. Just saying.
We don't know if he's actually he did blow up like the majority of Lodestar's
We don't
tournament
know if he
days.
did that or if he has somebody else.
It's a real good. It's a real good guess, buddy.
It's like a
Safe assumption.
99% chance.
I'll even go to 98% to be kind.
Sounds like you've got a lot of vested interest in this Aladdin Sane figure.
Yeah.
Interest
Tell-
or desire to kill. Two different things.
Well, my fault.
My bad.
Either way.
OG-sama.
Best of luck with all that. If you are truly serious about this endeavor that you mentioned with giving me a cut of your pay and calling me a part of your crew and taking me under your wing, then, well, one of you knows where to find me, and so in that case, I get around anyway, so I'm sure I'll cross paths with you again.
Yeah, we'll come find you, don't worry.
Although I am a busy angel, I can't say that I'm going to just tag along with you immediately.
Any price, remember? Any price.
Yes. Exactly. Like I said, I am busy. So I obviously for you and for some other people, I need to go and do a couple of things and handle some business and tie up some loose ends. And especially now that an election just occurred and it's the new year and a tournament just ended, there is a lot of press to cover.
Jordan, check general.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm gonna hit the sage. I'm gonna lean in.
So sick.
Same
I'm gonna lean
10
in.
minutes later.
I'm
Same
gonna lean in.
fucking
I'm
brain.
gonna say, the price will be paid.
Jesus. Haha.
You fuckers are so scary, man.
On Blob.
Anyway, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I believe that's it between us now, and I'm probably going to head out. Normally, it's other people pushing me away and telling me that the interview is over, but, ooh, actually, there are a couple of other of you that I
just did the no.
Let me get those
As,
numbers real quick, mate.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
what?
hold out my hollow cup.
Oh, right. 1 second. Let's
Let me
see
get your
here.
digits, baby.
Which number am I going to give you?
Oh, sorry. So, I actually do have one. This is, well, one of the closer underlings to Bug Buffett, who's responsible of, some of his underworld crime organizations that kind of operate around the gambling district. Her name is, well, she's best known as Anti-Egregious. I actually didn't really know her by any other name. I just know she goes by Anti-Egregious.
Anti.
I don't know who she's the anti of, but, well, everybody, I guess. I don't know. That's what she says, at least.
One more question.
Hmm?
You gather a lot of information about things that go on Twilight, right?
Sort of.
Do you know any, hags?
Hags?
That's me.
You know, now that you mention it, I actually can't remember the last time I've seen a fae around here other than you and, well, Rio and Tora.
Rio is Fae?
Rio is an elf.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But even then, Rio kind of just pipes up and goes, "What do you mean, fae? I mean, I am half elven, yes, but normally people do not assign that aspect to me. Let's just say I have a sense for those kinds of things." Wink, 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 wink.
Ooh, lots of
Sure,
winks.
yes.
And one final question. Why do we bleed the same?
Excuse me?
When I attacked you, I saw you bleed and we bleed the same.
I'm not so sure. I'm not exactly a biologist. A
Okay.
hemologist.
Do you know any hemologists?
Oh, no. I know a couple of, well, surgeons and cybernetic workers, but I don't really think that they're blood experts.
Okay, that was the only questions I had.
Okie dokie.
Join the Uplift family. We raise expectations for public education.
Adorable.
Lesson plans are personalized.
But speaking of which, I was going to say earlier before I was so rudely interrupted, I think that this interview is actually not quite over. And they are going to just kind of like slide 5 feet to the left next to Rio and go, "So, what is it like to look good out?" Right. My apologies. I will see you all later. Ta-ta. And they kind of just begin like walking off, and then like at some point their walk kind of like gates into a stride that like makes them start ever so slightly floating off the ground with every like little bounce and step and hop. And as Sterling just kind of goes,
Well, I've been here for too long, and I haven't drank in even longer. I'm going to a bar. Preferably a cheaper one. Alright, see ya.
and he just walks off as Rio just goes, "Well, I guess there isn't really much left for me here either. Although," and he kind of just looks over at the rest of the crew, aside from Tora, who's there with you guys. The rest of the crew kind of like sitting at a nearby table, still ordering drinks, with Yosai and Niwa kind of like still actively pounding them back while Kaibu and Tosha are nursing. And as like a lot of them kind of are tending to their own devices, Rio just looks at them and then goes back to you guys and says, "So, not that I am dying to know, but what are your next steps? We haven't exactly, well, I have my own agendas. I guess I was going to let you know that. But I was just curious about where you are going next, in case that our paths may diverge for a while."
To kill a lad insane.
Really?
I mean,
Straight to the belly of the beast, huh?
Fuck that.
I can't say I don't respect it, but to be frank, I don't really have any plans to just head out there right now or even anytime soon. Obviously, you can. I am just saying don't expect to find me or the Eclipse Pirates there unless they get a few more drinks in them. I thought I was going to let them stay around here for a while and wind down. After all, I did just put them through a trial by fire in this recent tournament and set of cataclysmic events at Lodestar. I would say for their trial run as my newfound crew, they weren't half bad and have earned a bit of a break.
Respect.
Oh yeah.
Besides,
what would you like to do?
I think somebody else has a plan of her own. And as she kind of like slowly side eyes Tora, Tora just goes, right. I did take the circle here with you, but I do kind of, well, actually, I should probably lay low for a little while myself. I think somebody might try to one-up me in some way, shape, or form. Maybe re-prank me, even. And Ziggy and Ozzy, I'll say with your passive perceptions, you notice she kind of like coyly starts twisting her hips and like putting her hands behind her back. And you see kind of like right above her butt where her two like dual sword sheaths are, you see that both of the swords are sheathed.
Whoa.
Let's fucking go!
Sorry, Kalor. You got a time warrior getting her blade.
Got him back. Yeah.
Got her ass.
Well, whatever
Got
you
him.
fuckers do, don't die.
Well, I haven't yet. And frankly, I should have by now. So the fact that I haven't clearly means that either my crew and I are doing things right, or, I don't know, some other more esoteric reason that Vincent perhaps believes in, like destiny and fate and luck.
Damn straight.
Although,
I guess he
maybe
doesn't
it would
believe in
behoove
two of
me
them,
to
right?
believe in such things as well. Sorry, what did you say, Ziggy?
So he doesn't believe in two of those things, right?
Doesn't believe in what?
Destiny or fate. It's all up to you.
Oh yeah, no. But I think he's still talking like kind of like adjacent of like self-fulfilled. Like as long as you're reaching your goals or your dreams, essentially,
is your
even if there
destiny.
was a fate, yeah, that is your destiny. Yes.
Yeah. He was just saying that Vincent would be the type to accredit being alive in his scenario to some more cosmic and like intervened reason.
Thanks Vesna every day he wakes up and doesn't dive. Damn straight.
Of course.
Speaking of, if we're done here, I'm actually gonna go check out Sterling's temple and do some. My praise is usually through just literally living and bringing, other people's dreams to fruition. But I haven't really been that close lately, so I think I'm just gonna go spend the evening at his temple and try to just meditate a little bit. It's been a while.
Of course, sometimes a good meditation at a shrine is, it behooves the soul, I understand. Although I will say, Nisa and Vincent, the teleportation circle is under a rug in the middle of the ship. Do with that information what you will.
Ah, arigato gozaimasu.
In case you ever need a quick point to come back here, an anchor in the future. Maybe if situations with this Aladdin get a little too hairy.
Yet again.
Hates to see you die in your endeavors as well.
She just kind of scoffs. Yeah, okay, buddy.
We appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
Not a problem. I knew she would respond as standoffishly to me trying to be uncharacteristically nice.
That's her charm.
Right. Well,
Anyways.
I'm going to go have a drink with the rest of my crew. It was nice seeing you all again, and whatever happens in the future, I wish you luck, and may the gods be on your side.
That's the bless.
Indeed. See you later. I'm gonna make
Right.
a name for both you and me. She's
Of
gonna
course.
Smile at him.
And he'll walk off, and Tora will kind of just turn and wink and say goodbye to you guys, and go, "Alrighty, don't sell that book. I was going to, and then I gave it to you. That's me being nice."
Wait, what?
I was going to sell the book, and then I gave it to you. That was me being nice.
I appreciate it.
I'm sure some wizard would have liked it.
Some wizard did. Does.
Okay, bye. And she's just gonna walk off and immediately snatch up a drink from Niwa and Yosai and just start like pounding back both of them, trying at the same time, and definitely like spilling a bit. And the rest of the crew just kind of laughs at her as, you know, they kind of bundle up and sit at a table.
Vincent, I'm actually gonna join you on your little stroll to jot this down and make some calls.
I'm also gonna, I guess, independently. I need to find Raymond Gunn, and I need to talk to Inks.
Okay.
Vincent's gonna ask Cassio to join, just so it's like, you know.
To join Ziggy?
No, no, I wouldn't do that to him.
Oh, to join Vincent and Nisa.
To Sterling Temple base.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Do some meditation tricks.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ozzy?
I don't know. Sorry, the dog is all over my grill. What do you
you're
want?
good.
What do you want?
Your love and attention.
Half of the team
backing
is
away when I
going
go to
to the Temple of Besmara, where Sterling lives, to kind of like check out the teleportation circle and also do a bit of meditation. And then Ziggy is going to meet with Inks and also Mr. Gunn.
Word.
I'll go with the people investigating the teleportation.
Okay. What about you, Irenicus?
Come with me, Irenicus Siggy side adventure.
True, 20-minute
The only
adventure.
one going? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Sure. Fuck it.
Let's fucking go.
Aces will go with the team majority to Sterling's temple. Actually,
Just in case
Aces is
it's
gonna go off.
pertinent,
Yeah, Aces is gonna go with you guys.
Makes it more even.
I
What do you
don't
want?
currently have haste prepared.
What do you want?
True.
So you know.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah. I don't plan on getting into any fights.
Of course. Well, you don't always plan for them. No, I'm kidding. I'll do team Raymond and Inks first. So Ziggy and Irenicus. I guess more so of Ziggy's volition. Which way were you guys trying to head first?
Whoever I could reasonably be able to find first, this will all go to first. So,
I'll say you don't really know where Mr. Gunn is, and also
Wasn't at the
Nisa
ceremony,
never
right?
really. Gunn left the ceremony, and also Nisa never really told you where Inks works.
I can maybe help with that.
I'm gonna
Perchance.
message the group chat. Oh, perchance?
I was gonna say, how do you?
Yeah,
plan
I've spoken with Inks.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. I'm trying to call.
Nice.
Yo, he
I'm
can do
assuming
things.
he has something near him.
It takes a moment, but in your like own mind, you're like your brain space. You hear like up. Hey, hello.
Inks?
Ah, who is this?
This is Irenicus, and
Oh, I didn't know you were on this line. Hey.
I'm on every line.
Wow. Well, what can I do for you?
One of the other dream catchers, Ziggy, is looking for you. Where can we meet up?
Yeah, one second. Head to the outskirts, and then go by the place that has the big old barbecue pots, and take a right, and then another right, then head straight for about a quarter mile. Ooh, and make sure to follow the scents of herbs and spices, particularly rosemary and lavender. That's how you'll know you're nearby.
Rosemary Lavender. Got it.
Yeah.
See
All right.
you shortly.
Have fun. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Cool, that's what I dropped haste for at the beginning of the session.
Nice,
Hell
nice,
yeah.
nice.
Okay. This way, Ziggy?
I'll follow you.
And as you guys leave the town square and start heading into the outskirts area, you eventually do catch this kind of like floral, like almost apothecary type scent of herbs and spices, of floral, kind of like minty scents. And you eventually turn around and you see kind of like almost in the strip mall type area, you see one of the building areas has a big sign above it that just says "Inks No Relation." And as you walk in, even without a bell above, you hear that chime noise go off. And you see Inks almost like kind of just expectantly sitting there, just in 2 chairs pulled next to each other, just taking up both. Kind of one leg just kind of relaxed on a chair even farther off in the corner. Just goes, "Oh, hello, kids. What can I do for you? You friends of old Nisa?
We are friends of Nisa. We're members of your crew. So,
Well, were you here to do some business or make a few purchases? I've got potions, scrolls, spell components of all kinds, and of course, inks."
I'll peruse while Ziggy has his conversation.
Okay.
I've been wondering. You know things. You're like a kind of historian as well, right?
I'm a knower of sorts, yeah.
I have 2 questions. One, I was wondering if on Twilight, or in this district, if you knew of any hags. And 2, if not, based on my other questions, I was wondering, what's the history of the Fae on Twilight?
The Fae on Twilight. I can't say that I'm exactly... Well, actually, you know what? Who am I kidding? There isn't really much of a history of Fae on Twilight, except for one particular type of Fae that have been making a lot of stir-ups over the past few years. That being the Drow, of course.
A few years, when?
Well, I moved here about 10 years ago, but about a few years after that, I heard a bunch of people murmuring about how all these deep folk just suddenly started kind of popping up and trying to get into business deals with agents from the Flawless and building up reputation, maybe some even making threats, which led to the rise of the Fifth, because previously it was the Four. But that is to say that the group seems to pretty much mostly revolve around Drow. I personally don't think that it's, any kind of coincidence that rumors are saying that these Drow live on the dark side of the moon. I mean, feels a bit on the nose for me, almost like lazy writing, but, who can help it?
The dark side of the moon is very mysterious.
Yeah.
So with that, I imagine you don't know of any hags?
Well, I don't personally know any hags. I mean, I know what hags are, but I can't say I've met any. Actually, nah, I don't want to be rude. She might have just been kind of ugly.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'll take the name. Anything helps.
I don't remember the names of everybody I meet. Although I will say, this quote-unquote hag definitely wasn't anywhere near here. Oh no, it was, it was on one of my excursions. Oh, yeah, I was telling Nisa about it earlier. It was a moon, why can I not remember its name? It's over in the Middle Rim. It's, got a whole bunch of insect people on it, as well as a few Fae. Oh, and also these mushroom people that smell kind of funky.
I know the name of this. Hold up.
You do. It is wine.
Wine, yes. Wine?
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, yeah. Ah, silly old me. Yep, wine. Wine ruled by the Manted clan. Yep, that one.
Sick.
Did a little bit of
Wait, so
traveling
you-
and hit there back out in my heyday. They definitely, as far as places go that have Fey attunement, obviously aside from, well, Hegemon, Phelan, and Sizori, they got a little bit of Fey association, you know?
Okay, that was my only question. I'm going to look for Raymond Gunn now. Thank you very much.
Alright, good luck with
treat me
that.
so well.
Don't get disintegrated.
Is that something that happens
I don't know.
regularly to people you meet?
No, not me. I was talking about Mr. Gunn. Apparently, he's really big in the laser gun industry.
Oh yeah,
And, you
yeah,
know,
I know.
those kill people.
I don't fear him. I don't fear many things anymore. But okay.
Well, that's nice, buddy. Anyway, and kind of looking over at Irenicus, you there, sir? Were you looking to make any kind of purchases? And I will say, Irenicus, during your time, kind of perusing, there are many scrolls here, and you find 4 that you're looking for. You find a scroll of, like, kind of just in piles, just kind of scattered around. You find a scroll of Sudden Awakening, of Absorb Elements, of Kinetic Jaunt, and of Wither and Bloom.
I can't remember how the. Well, I guess I'll bring those 4 that I gathered while they were chatting. Individually, how much?
Featherfall, 50. Absorb Elements, also 50. Kinetic Jaunt, that one can go for like 350. But Wither and Bloom, that's gonna run you 450.
Let me double check what Kinetic Jaunt does because I forgot.
I think Kinetic Jaunt like gives you 10 feet of
10
movement speed, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
can
also
also
something
get
else.
you get
Okay.
you get no opportunity attacks against you when you use it, and no.
Oh, you can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't
Yeah,
count
I
as
just
difficult
pulled it up.
terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use that spell a lot.
I will not take it because I do not need another concentration spell at this current moment in time.
On God.
Blob.
Okay, so I'll set Kinetic Jaunt aside and just go. I'll take those 4. So that's 550.
For just Featherfall, Absorb Elements, and Wither and Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah, 550.
All right. I'll do it. I don't haggle.
Yeah.
Haggling's for cowards.
Yeah, not a problem. Although I will say, as a little thank you and a token of goodwill, I'll throw in a single potion of healing for free. How about that?
Whoa.
Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
You're a great man, Inks. Or
Think about it more
Man.
like both an investment, think about it like an investment and also a repayment for how much Nisa has done for me.
Oh.
I will. Ziggy, is that all you needed?
Yeah, let's go talk to Raymond Gunn.
And you can go
Alrighty,
talk
bye
to
now.
these-
Don't let the
these
door
guys
hit
will
you
be
on the
while
way
we
out.
Look for him, I suppose.
What'd you say?
512.
I said if you want to, you can switch over to team meditation.
Yeah, absolutely.
to
So,
you know.
team everybody else in the entire party as you
Hi.
guys head to a familiar location, that being the kind of broken down Temple of Besmara that has a giant like spelljammer just crashed into the top of it with the back side like poking out into the sky, and the front half just kind of all squished up and taken apart on the ground. You see like multiple chairs are kind of set up and around, and it's actually currently empty except for a singular figure just kind of sitting off to the side against a piece of rubble. That being the lizard folk Cornelius, just kind of like hunched over in front of like what seems to be a little like almost like a pad, an iPad of sorts, just thumbs tapping away. Doesn't even seem to notice you.
Hey,
Oh,
is
hey.
Sterling around?
Oh no, Sterling's out drinking, I think.
You got his contact information?
Yeah. Do you need him?
No, not at all. Just wanted to at least give the courtesy that a few of us from the Dreamcatchers were going to be investigating / meditating. We're just curious about the teleportation circle, and this is also Temple of a Goddess, a divine, and I just like to try to attune to some things.
Sure, man. Just don't steal anything, and you're good.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, bro.
How's Orenicus doing, by the way?
Wait, you know Orenicus?
Wait, we did a hack off.
Oh shit, that's right.
I don't know.
That's
I thought it was
right.
like a cool, that's
Yeah,
the
you
most
forgot.
I've socialized with people. Actually,
No.
other than right now, the most
They
I've
hack
socialized
each
with
other off,
somebody
man.
in a long time.
You did hack each other off. That's
Yeah.
my bad, man. You know, a lot's been happening. I gotta be honest.
No, that's okay.
They hacked too.
Hack to
Hacked too.
They hack each other off.
Stop
Crazy style.
growling.
Two-hand style.
Jordan, what do I have to roll to kill myself?
It's free.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna make you roll for that. If you want your character to die, then they can just die.
You know how sad it is? Sorry, you didn't roll high enough. You have to keep living and playing with us now.
Hey, we're looking at real life.
The wisdom save to shoot yourself. You're like, I can't do it. I'm too scared.
Anyway, yeah, you guys are here, and you were just told like you can stay and hang out. Just don't steal. What's up? You investigating? You just looking around? You're finding a place to sit down and meditate?
Can I try to find like either like a prayer room or like kind of a central space of this temple? Even though I know there's like a crash ship into it, still trying to find the location of like where one would usually try to hone in and pray.
Okay. I will say, considering how like a lot of this place is kind of rubble and like kind of skeletal in the design, it's not really like there's not really anything like a prayer room or any kind of organized area, but you could definitely find a couple of like quite quiet corners, especially ones that are kind of like partially blocked or hidden off by rubble and fallen spelljammer parts to kind of serve as some kind of makeshift impromptu little like side chamber for yourself.
Absolutely, that sounds best case scenario for me.
Of course. What about the rest of yous?
I'm just looking for the circle, and then I'm
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
Okie dokie. Damn, this shit's in like when I'm on the toilet.
Huh?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had your instructions, and obviously it doesn't really take that long. So you kind of like head into the torn down, like crashed rubble of the ship area of the front of the spelljammer, and you see kind of like there's this again this impromptu makeshift room, definitely held up by a couple of like wood beams that are like fighting for their life. I'm sure it's fine though, but nevertheless, you see a rug on the ground with a little bit of dust on it. You kind of like kick to the side, and you see, sure enough, underneath it, a permanently marked, like kind of 5 foot wide runic inscription of chalk, just on the ground.
Cool.
Just in what would be the dead center of the temple. Interestingly enough, with a 17 in investigation, I'll also say that kind of just out of the corner of your eye as you're looking, you see a tiny little like glow and glint in one of the corners of the room. And you hear like a faint whirring and like almost like the occasional tick or spark, almost like faulty or damaged machinery coming from it.
Wait, what the fuck? I will go check it out.
Okay. You walk over and just in the corner you see kind of like driven into the rock of the ground, this little spike that at the top of it just like has a few of these like, it has like a few loose kind of like sparking wires, but it also has these kind of runic inscriptions on it as well, or like kind of lines of spellcraft kind of intertwined with the technology itself, but it seems kind of volatile and damaged.
Lizard guy, what's his name? Fuck. Oi, Hacker.
Cornelius? You're good. Huh? Oh, hey, what's up?
You know what this is?
Oh, that's some kind of anti-magic device that Pops found a while back. he just kind of leaves it here in case, you know. Well, I mean, he can't do magic, and most of the other people can't.
Firebolt. Just somewhere randomly.
Nothing.
Interesting.
It's got like a radius. I think it covers at least most of this temple. Although I haven't really tested the boundaries of it myself.
You know where he got it?
Same place he got everything else. Stole it from somebody. Looted, pillaged, you know, just pirate things.
Wait, can you repeat that? There's like an anti-magic field centered on this temple?
Yeah, remember?
It's an anti-magic field,
Yeah,
like being put it like from the device. That's kind of like driven
there's
into the ground.
device. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if you guys remember, last time you were here, you guys couldn't cast spells.
Yeah.
Like an anti-magic barrier had been preemptively set up.
That's quite interesting.
But the teleportation circle works.
To a degree. Rio was able to teleport here with it.
Oh, I see. Like it could be okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I know what you mean.
Is it like one way?
Like you could teleport to the circle, but you wouldn't be able to like from that circle teleport again because it's in an anti-magic field.
So it is one way.
Yeah, all that.
Unless you disable the anti-magic device.
It's just because of the device.
Teleportation circles are one way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, normally the way the spell works is you use, like, as part of the material component, you draw the circle on the ground, and then you teleport to a known teleportation circle. Or you can use an already existing teleportation circle to teleport to another one with, I think, with the spell, but without the components, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I've got some calls I've got to make. I'll step outside.
Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna call Shithead McGee.
Mr. Gunn.
No, the
I just guessed.
Even funnier, that was the guess.
No, the dude who fuck. I can't remember.
I have thrown a lot of characters at you guys.
The angel.
Anton.
Yes.
Anton
Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
sir.
number they gave me.
Okay.
I do not remember that nigga's name.
The
reporter
lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Angel motherfucker.
With the eyes.
With the eyes, yeah.
It takes a moment to where, after a moment, you just hear, "Hello."
Oi, who is this? I forgot your fucking name already. God damn it.
Excuse me, I'm going to need you to watch your language. Who is this? And who the fuck are you?
What the fuck?
I don't know your name either.
This is Nisa Vash. I heard you like Manny the Mantis's #1 henchman.
Of sorts, yes.
Yeah, can you get Manny on the line?
You think I'll just do that for How do you have my number?
Don't worry about how I've got it. I'm like one of the Flawless 5, remember? Come on, lock in.
Right, sure, why not? But what makes you think I am just going to get Manny or Bugba on the line?
Because
what
I'm
do you
asking
want with them?
nicely. Well, I'm trying to have a sit down with the Flawless 5 so we can figure out how to get fucking dipshit Aladdin the fuck up out of here.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Don't you worry about that, little girl. We'll handle that ourselves.
Oh, little girl, you know.
Yes! I mean, listen to you. You don't sound a day over 17. Young and sweet.
I'm 24, shithead. The fuck is wrong with
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to need you to watch your fucking mouth, or I will break your jaw open.
Oh, I would love to see you try. Let's not forget, you're #1 henchman. I'm a captain and a Flawless 5. of sorts.
How wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Anyways, look, mate, I'm trying to be cordial here. I mean, I
Right.
could just walk into your fucking district with our mech and just lay waste to the shit, but I'm trying to have a nice sit down.
No, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Look, can you put Manny on the line? Like, you know how much fucking effort it would take for me to come all the way over. Why? Why make it harder?
You're
than it
right,
needs
you're
to
right,
be?
you're right. I'm so sorry. Give me just 1 second. I am going to need you to be on hold for a bit. They might be out in the gambling district.
Yeah.
Bro, what if he
Just
kinda
1
hangs
second,
up
and
on
I'll
you?
patch you over.
Hangs up,
you.
hangs up, hangs
I
up.
Yeah, I
appreciate
was
it.
like, what is
And with the other hand, I'm gonna pull out the sending stone that goes directly to Eli and Cole. Someone two calls at once.
Bruh, busy bitch.
Just holding one up to each ear.
Yes.
The anti-egregious, after she puts you on hold,
I
that's
forgot.
still on hold.
Yeah.
It's still ringing. But after a moment, the sending stone to Eli picks up, and she just goes,
Oh, I'm trying to do a sit down with the Flawless 5 so we can figure out getting the Aladdin the fuck up out of here. And what happens after
yes,
that.
I did hear about that. Crazy stuff, no?
Very. So, can I expect you to make an appearance or?
Well, that depends. Where are you trying to have this sit down? I am a busy woman, you know?
Well, I'd say that the Pulse District is neutral territory, considering there is no Flawless member running it.
Yeah, you're right. There are no flawless members in the Pulse District after all. Sure, why not?
Cool. When's the soonest you can be here?
Let me warn a couple of people and give me like a day. Does that work? A day? Is that fine?
Day?
Yeah,
how about
a day.
2 days?
2 days? Ooh, how generous.
I'll try.
Well, 2 days works for me.
Fantastic. Wait,
I'll,
you said warn a few people.
You
well,
heard it.
I mean, yeah, I need to let a few people know that I'm leaving and also that I'm coming.
Cool. See you in 2 days.
Yep. See you in 2 days. Ta-ta now.
Bye.
Good job.
I like her.
The other device still ringing. How long do you wait?
I'm waiting.
How long are you gonna make me do this?
A minute
All
passes.
Like while we do all of this, you're just.
You
gonna
said
still
how
be
long
out-
passes?
A minute passes.
Oh, I'm waiting.
2 minutes pass.
I'll wait a fucking hour.
2:30, 3 minutes, 4
I'll
minutes,
wait a fucking hour.
5, 6,
Y'all still there?
7. Sweet Besmara, you are patient. Okay, what? Fine. What do you want? Hello. What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, is this Manny?
No, this is Bug Buffet.
Bugba, cool, sick, awesome. Hey, Bugba, my name is Nisavesh. I'm friends with an old friend of yours.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm trying to have a sit down with the Flawless 5 in 2 days in the Pulse District.
All of them?
All of them?
What?
You
Is
got
Aladdin
something-
gonna be there?
Well, no, it's to fucking kill Aladdin and figure out what we do after him.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
Okay.
No convincing, no further plans. Just
So,
I'm
see
in.
you and Manny in 2 days, yeah?
I might leave Manny here to just run the place, cause, you know.
Well,
But
both-
I can
both
come.
make up like one.
Well, that's kind of cute. But yeah, I'm sure we can handle being separated for just a little bit, you know? Gotta have somebody running the ship while the other is gone, you know?
You don't have Auntie do it. Actually, bring her.
You want me to bring Anti-Egregious?
Yeah, I'd love to meet her.
Okay.
Cool. See you in 2 days.
What?
What's your actual number?
I mean, you got me here, don't you?
Yeah, but
yeah,
like, I don't want to do this bullshit again if I need to call you for any reason.
I mean, then just don't.
That's a really smart answer, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. From what I've heard about you, you have personally rolled up to two districts and fucked up both of their members. If you really want to, you could come over here. You know, like you really could. In fact, I invite you to. It's a nice place over here. We got, you know, gambling. We got more gambling.
I mean, I'd like to come there and gamble,
Actually,
not fuck it up. You know.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're gonna come over here to fuck it up. I'm just saying I've like, the little that I've heard about you is you personally taking it upon yourself to roll up to 2 flawless districts and, well, in some way, shape, or form, personally have a meeting with them yourself. Who's to say you can't do it a 3rd time?
Yeah, so why would you want me to do that when you could just give me your number? That doesn't make any sense, mate.
Because I don't want to give you my number.
You know what? I'll see you in 2 days.
Gotcha. Good talk.
Fucker!
Yeah, I fuck with him. I fuck with him.
He rocks. Might be my favorite member of the Flawless Five.
One conversation surpasses Sam and Gun.
I'm gonna shoot Sam and Raymond Gun a text and just like let them know. 2 days. Dude, fuck it. We'll meet at the temple, right? Anti-magic field works out for everybody.
Just inviting all of the flawless members to Sterling's house. That rocks.
Yes.
You did not tell Sterling.
I'm not.
Dude, not
I'm not. I'm not.
Hell yeah. So you said you shoot a text over to both Sam and Raymond with that information?
Yes. All the others have agreed. Meeting about Aladdin.
Raymond says seen at 2:36 p.m. Did I say Raymond or Sam?
Raymond.
Okay, yeah, Raymond seen at 2:36 p.m. Sam responds with a 100 shouting guy emoji, sunglasses emoji, eagle emoji, bomb emoji.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck? I'm there.
Cool.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
But yeah, anything else?
That's it from me.
Okay, doke. Vincent. You said you just wanted to go off to a little corner and kind of pray by yourself and maybe perchance just set up some kind of impromptu prayer room.
Yeah, and not adding anything to it, just me and my thoughts, and just nothing but intent for as long as I can with me and Daydreamer.
Nice. As you kind of feel that and see that kind of wispy white cloud kind of surround you, that sereneness of the manifestation of your heart and your soul, you feel a moment of not really peace, but not really strife, but more so kind of like inspiration. That tug of adventure at your heart that always drags you and Nisa out. Whether it's from your own introspective thoughts or your desire to manifest it, or just some kind of cosmic inspiration coming from this moment of prayer. Nevertheless, you get a point of inspiration. As this kind of like moat of kind of motivation and just wellness up in your kind of heart and your lungs as you kind of take in a deep breath and stand up after you're done, and you just feel ready and raring to go.
And I just wanted to point out kind of the visualization of like that thought process going forward, that tug, and essentially in his mindscape it is just the stars, and the tug he feels to go forward kind of leads him towards different stars that shine in different colors that in his mind's eye and his heart kind of represent all the people he's met and grown close to. So each of the dream catchers, that tug kind of wraps around each of those stars and pulls them further and further, and kind of just like showing that he is now like on a deeper level connected to them, and that his path forward, no matter what it looks like, is ultimately tied to them essentially forever. And he'll brush off his coat, smile looking up, and we'll just turn away and start walking towards where Nisa and them are.
Hell yeah. With not quite newfound, but reinvigorated and always there bravery and desire for adventure, love for your friends, you head back towards Nisa and Ozzy. You said you would accompany Nisa and Vincent. Have you just been kind of hanging around to the side, or would you have done any investigating or curious kind of looking around with Nisa and seeing what she was checking out? What were you up to during this time?
I think he would just be snooping around, looking at any notes and doodads.
Okay, I'll say make me an investigation check of your own.
Okay. Let me check my computer. It is hella snowing outside.
Let's go.
It is snowing very, very hard.
It was so warm yesterday too.
It's not that cold today. It's colder. It was colder literally like last week.
I know. Said investigation.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. With the 26 in an investigation, whether you do it at the same time as Nisa or follow her, you also find kind of, with like the rug pulled halfway off of it, the inscription of runic chalk on the ground that makes up a teleportation circle that Rio described earlier, as well as that anti-magic device just kind of planted into the ground in one of the corners of the room. And just kind of looking and snooping around, you see multiple other... You see like chests that are full of random objects like clothes and potions and random like trinkets, like a puzzle box here, or a gun or a sword here, that have clearly kind of been like looted and thrown to the side, as well as what seems to be a particularly, more intact than the rest of the rusty stuff here. You see kind of sitting at the top of the inside of one of the chests above like a heap of like just random scraps and swords and shit. You see what looks to be some sort of drone that's currently like off and a little damaged, definitely in need of some repairs, but far from foobard.
Word. How big is it? Is it like a large drone or like small enough that I can, put in my pocket?
It's about like the size of a baseball, I'll say.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide a hand that. That can come with me.
Okay, I mean, nobody's watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
More drones to the party.
Might need a bit of reparation and to be turned back on, but you got it. Maybe could even hook it up to the drone controller that you guys looted from Guns Industrial Factorio.
Yes,
He's spitting.
Yeah. But that's about it.
Ka-chomp.
In that case, I will turn the scene back to Team Zig and Orinicus. You said, Ziggy, you wanted to look for Mr. Gunn, right?
Yes.
Zorinicus. How exactly did you want to do that?
Well, first I'm gonna send him a text.
What did you say?
Where are you? I need to see you. Now.
And I'm so sorry.
Seen at 2:48 p.m. and then a couple minutes later, after kind of just no matter what you do about that, you actually
Call him.
How many times do you call him?
I'm gonna call him a couple of times, and then I'm gonna ask Renix if I can borrow his phone.
The first time, it like hangs up on you, but you call him a second time, and he answers. But instead of hearing him, you just hear Luna on the other line go, "Hey man, is Ziggy? Is that you?"
Yeah, I need to talk to Raymond Gunn. Where is he?
Yeah, funny story. Can you come back to the town square and go to like the big building that's about a block down from it, the one with like a little needle on top or whatever it is? The one that's real like symbolic of the bureaucracy or whatever. Yeah, we're there, and can you hash something out with us real quick? Mr. Gunn said, "I'm trying to tell them that I'm supposed to be treasurer. Please, you have to vouch for me. Where's Nisa?"
Yeah, I'll head over there.
Yeah, he's been annoying us about this the whole fucking time since the election. It's only been like 40 minutes and we already want to die.
Bro.
I'll be over there.
Okay, thank you.
Hilarious.
And I'm gonna head over to the big corporate building thing.
Okay, as you and I imagine Renikis tags along, you guys head towards the town hall. This rather like tall and thin building, and inside there is a receptionist desk, but it's currently empty, and you just see kind of an elevator off in the distance. And you get a second call from Mr. Gunn, and if you pick up, Dern just says, "Oh, 16th floor, by the way."
All right, I'm gonna take the 16th. I'm gonna hit the 16th floor. Away we go!
And as you guys head up the elevator, the door opens and you just walk in, and you see Mr. Gunn just on both of his knees on the ground, and you see the rest of Sai and his crew there, with Sai kind of just like awkwardly standing there, not really knowing what to do, with Dern, Ragnarok, and Orin kind of just on the side, clearly like holding back laughter, and Luna looking real annoyed and like almost like putting most of her weight on one foot, as if like waiting for the word to kick Mr. Gunn, as Mr. Gunn just turns around and goes, I mean, you were the last dream catcher I wanted to see, but well, I still need you to vouch for me. Come on, we had a deal, no?
I'll vouch for me if you answer my questions.
Oh boy, what questions could you possibly have for
Where
me?
the fuck did you get this? And I'm gonna hold out Mind and Matter.
Oh, whew. Now that is a loaded question. And as he kind of like pulls at his collar to like fan a little bit of the sweat off, he just looks back to the rest of the size group and goes, if I'm going to be completely honest, I took it from Numeron.
Whoa.
Ooh.
You want to go to Numeron?
It's my turn to do the gif.
Yeah.
Yes.
Numeron.
Mom said it's my turn.
Put it in, you have to put it in general. You have to put it in general.
Like you now have to.
Yeah, you
Dude,
have to
that is
repost
so
it.
sick.
We're making our rounds, boys.
Reoccurring memes.
Yeah, I don't know. When he says Numeron, I instinctually look at fucking Arenicus, who's
Arenicus.
already doing the.
I don't. Can I just copy it?
Yeah, you
think
can,
you can
save
just
it to
copy
your
it.
favorites.
Oh,
I love my life.
Numeron, you say?
Well, yes, it was. I stole it. Well, namely, I stole it in me trying to establish a little bit of a. Well, okay, if I'm being completely honest, it was more so of a taxation than anything else. It was less of stealing and, well, okay, I stole it. So about, shit, like a year and a half ago, I was trying to establish a trade route on Numeron because, well, frankly, my ship is one of the best in the cosmos and I can go anywhere I want. People usually kind of stay away because of those big, scary, giant, rocky space whales that orbit it. But circumnavigating those actually isn't that hard when you have some of the finest autopilot assistants in the galaxy. But nevertheless, I went there, obviously of my own accord, on my own time, trying to establish my good graces and will to conduct some business deals. But apparently, no, they don't want to have to do with the likes of me and the types of people that I deal with, like pirates and empires and stuff. But I did really, really need to have my hands on, well, some of their more esoteric. If I couldn't stay there, because frankly they were kicking me out, and I would have been just fine with, well, getting to do some research and maybe even some investigation on, well, the rather fascinating geography and architecture they have there. So I made sure to have a little something of my own to do some research on and part with.
You can get past the whales?
Yes, I can. Well, I mean, I and my incredible piloting expertise, along with my incredibly fast, refined, and state-of-the-art personal class starship can.
Hold on for a moment. I'm gonna call Nisa. I know you had some other plans first. When do you think we could begin making the trek to Numeron? Also, I need you to bully Raymond into taking us in his ship.
What if we just steal it?
If you're speaking out loud, Raymond says, "Oh no, my ship cannot take all of you."
How many can it take?
So fun fact, I at first thought it could actually take just one singular person. But about a year ago, I learned that it can actually hold a second person if that person just so happens to be smuggling in the small cargo compartment on the bottom.
Nisa, I'll reconvene with you. I have to sort this out. 1 second.
What the fuck?
By all means, yes.
And I click on Nisa.
Yeah, right before he hangs up, you hear me go, "Hi, Nisa."
Hi.
Where?
So he's already hung up.
Okay. Well, okay. Hold on. 2, 3. I have a couple questions. One, who was with you?
You mean when I went to Numeron, or are you talking about that hijacker I mentioned earlier? Well, not even a hijacker, more so like a stowaway.
Both.
Well, I went solo to Numeron because, well, I was well equipped in case, they, didn't like me very much. But nevertheless, as I so blatantly overshared about a year ago, someone on my trip to Crater stowed away on my ship and took a free ride back here to Twilight to meet with her brother who is already on planet. That being your friend, Tora Hagane, who just so happened to be there at the same time for some stupid-ass reason.
What?
Whoa.
She got here on Raymond Gunn's ship? From
Yes.
Crater.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay. Follow-up question. Where is your ship now?
You think I'm just going to tell you? It's parked in the district. I'm not telling you exactly where, but it's part of the district. No, you cannot use it.
I'm not going to use it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
I'm going to maybe break it apart.
Oh.
I'm gonna figure it out. Or you're gonna tell me.
I mean this in the most respectful way possible. No. You are not taking apart my ship. I don't care how.
It's official Dreamcatcher policy. We need your ship.
Or
Whoa!
You can help.
Sorry. Let me collect
modify
myself.
Yo, he's
Aestus's
losing
ship
it.
so that we can. Get
Aestus's ship isn't even on planet anymore. So how am I going to get my hands on it?
Or build a new one. listen.
Whoa!
You're doing
getting
a
a little
lot
ahead of yourself, buddy.
I have a goal.
You better
I
be
will
talking about
achieve it.
long-term goals there.
Time is ethereal. Yeah.
Sure is.
real.
Shit's getting real.
Just going to say that to an old man, yes?
Okay, well.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yes, eat it up. The guilt.
The guilt. I don't even know how old you are.
Well, thank you, I'm quite flattered.
Years old.
I am going to ignore that. Case in point, you are right. I am not that old. In fact, it was even... I was a little ahead of myself calling myself an old man in the first place, if I must say. I am 64 years young.
And you're a human?
I was kind of like pulls back at like the coiffed hair of his and kind of like gently like caresses his finger around the ever so slightly pointed half elven ears.
Ew.
Gross.
No, all you see is ears and his receding hairline.
Wait, did you say hacked? Like he just like
half rounded.
Oh, okay. I thought like hacked, like he had elf ears that he was just like, nah, I don't have these no more.
Did also hold on, just so I'm aware before we go any further. Did we actually promise?
Yeah, you guys.
He could be...
You guys struck a deal with Mr. Gunn that he would be. He would have a seat on the quote-unquote council. That was Nice's own words.
And he asked specifically to be the treasurer.
Yeah, but we still have more. We have more questions for him before we cut him that favor. We're holding it as leverage right now.
Yeah.
You know what? We have to solidify other plans before I can make everybody else do what I want to do. So we'll circle back to this. Ziggy.
Who from Numeron did you steal this from?
Oh, well, okay, well, I'm sure you could figure that out. Not that I couldn't gather that from your friend here, but I didn't really get a specific name. I think it was Chimali or something. They're part of a race known as the Lashunta. Quite scholarly folk. Big foreheads, got a lot on their mind.
Do they look like this? And I'm gonna take out the picture that I drew earlier today.
Oh, sweet lord! Yes.
Wait, does Numeron have pink sands?
Yes.
And I'm sitting in.
Yes.
I'm going to look at Arenicus. Arenicus! I've been to Numeron.
Jesus.
Everyone in the room just goes, huh?
He was literally just spouting off the landscape of Numeron not too long ago, which is hilarious.
He's never been.
As far as I'm aware, the only two people recently that we know of, or at least that are at least announcing that they've been, are now Ziggy and Raymond.
Arenicus, why have you been to? Why do you need to go to Numeron?
I don't know.
Fair.
What do you mean you don't know? Why are you doing it?
In the back, Luna just kind of pipes up. I've also been to. No, I'm kidding. I can't even say that.
That'd have been crazy. Bro, you haven't been?
Everyone raise your hands if you've been to Numeron.
Oren begins to raise his hand, but then Dern just puts. Oren raises
and...
his hand, but then Dern just puts it down, and Oren just kind of looks down dejectedly.
Wait, you've been trying to.
Me and Vinny hit Numeron before we even did anything else.
I hate you, bro. Don't throw me under the bus. Don't throw me under the bus.
You call me just randomly, like, by the way, I've been to Numeron.
That's great.
It's like
I've been there a lot. I could maybe tell you what you need to know.
I don't. Do you occasionally just do something without knowing why?
On occasion, like a reaction?
An impulse, maybe, is closer.
No, I'm in
complete control of myself.
I don't believe that.
True.
But that's what it's like, or
You
a
haven't.
biological response, maybe.
You have a biological need to go to Numeron? It calls to you? Wait.
That's an excellent way to put it.
Nice. Ooh,
I-
music change is awesome too.
I know about callings. Oh, if you'd like. Maybe not now, but I would like to brain dance with you.
As you guys have been having this conversation, Mr. Gunn has been very slowly leaning in and like just kind of darting his eyes between both of you, trying to catch every word with vested interest. Just kind of like occasionally just raising his eyebrows a bit and like,
I hate this guy so much. Sure. Do I know what a brain dance is?
No.
I mean, you've kind of heard the conversations.
You've
of
seen me do
the
it,
rest
but
of
I'm not sure if
the-
I'm just. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
later then.
Later. Well, that was the only questions we had for you, right, Ernicus? Anything else?
For now.
And so, as we promised, I am going to recommend that you do not make him treasurer. He's a horrible, greedy person.
What the fuck, Stardust? No. He is lying. He is talking out of his tushy.
Horrible,
I struck
very
a
greedy.
deal with the Dream Chasers catchers. Dream catchers.
As I recall it, you were offered a seat at the table. I don't think treasurer.
This
was
is your
very-
seat at the
Specifically, my words requested to be treasurer, and you folks, you kind people, said that you are going to oblige to it.
We
In response to all
said
of our
we would
future
do
endeavors working together.
Well,
our best.
actually, it's very simple. I break my promises, but
Okay, but do
Got
you
you there.
speak for literally everyone else in your crew? No, I don't think so.
no, I
That
don't.
was a
The
group
two of us
effort.
combined.
I'm the
can
one that you have right
safely
now.
Hey, whoo,
Darling,
let me
I
collect
think you should
myself.
consider Raven or something. I think that they would make a better treasurer.
Do not put Raven on the council. Do not appoint her as treasurer.
Or
She is
really-
actually a terrible businesswoman.
In
And
fact, the-
also, what?
Whoa.
What could you possibly say? What?
my only recommendations, and not talking to you, talking to the mayor, is
Hello.
don't make him treasurer.
All of them just look over at Mr. Gunn, and Mr.
In
Gunn just says,
fact,
I am going to call Nisa right now.
In fact,
I don't think that's a
think-
good idea, but
Oh, trust me. Oh yeah, yes. It'll be a great
fact,
idea. Watch.
I think
What?
that you should. If I were to make a recommendation based on how I think things would be cool to be run, Raven Gun Industries probably a parasite on this society. We should nationalize it.
Jesus Christ.
See,
Burning the bridge we have just put together because he is a
Oh,
righteous man.
seize his assets and give me his ship.
You know what, Ziggy Stardust?
I've had enough with you.
No. I pity you.
Damn.
I don't care.
I know you don't. You're not capable of caring.
Oh.
Oh, I'm very capable of caring about some things. It depends, but I don't know. I just really don't like you, and I don't know why.
Tough. And they just, Nisa, you hear your phone begin to ring.
I answer. Oh,
no.
Funny of you to finally fucking pick up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, you hear me? I'm sorry. I didn't expect Ziggy and Irenicus to be the ones to roll up to the town hall and not vouch for me and try not to live up to the promise that we made mutually. You know, all of us together.
I remember.
These two coons
Yeah.
are sitting here trying to tell Mr. Sado and the others that I am not meant to be treasurer when we made a deal for me to be appointed on the treasury in response to me of my own volition, stepping down and opening up to a public democracy to an election of the popular vote. Was it not me who personally made that decision? And he kind of just looks and like then Sai and the rest of the crew just kind of like, I mean, yeah.
Didn't you get
Raymond-
your ass
Raymond-
beat, and that's why you had to agree to what we said?
Raymond, is the phone on speaker?
Okay, it is now.
Take it off speaker for a moment.
Okay, my fault. He puts it on speaker. Oh, my fault. And puts it back onto his ear.
Old bad.
All right, Raymond. So listen. First things
yes.
first. 2 days. Parlay. You will be there. I play ball.
Right.
Right. Okay. Cool. Put the phone back on speaker, please.
Click.
So listen. Against my better judgment.
Luna goes,
Oh.
Tiny's,
I, Luna, I am inclined. I find myself inclined to assist my crewmates in trolling. However, in the act of fairness and kindness, I did say that I recommend Raymond, and I do, because deep down I know that he has a heart of gold. Now, that being said, Sai, the decision is yours to make. I do vouch for Raymond. Additionally, Raymond, I offer you an impasse. You have a choice to make between
I'm listening.
attempting to be the treasurer of the Pulse District or actually being the treasurer of the greatest pirate crew that has ever lived.
And what exactly does being, and forgive me, I'm going to be very rash in this assumption. I can only imagine you are talking about the dream catchers.
I am.
And what exactly would being the treasurer of the dream catchers entail?
Raymond, take the phone off speaker again for a moment.
Yep, gotcha. Puts it up to his ear.
I look around, nobody else is near me, and I'm gonna whisper into the phone, Raymond, I currently have on my finger a ring with a single wish stored in it. We will make it to the top. You have my word. You
Are
may
you
put the phone back
serious?
on speaker now. Yes, I'm serious. Deadly serious.
Okay. And he puts it back on speaker.
So, you have a decision to make, Sai. You have a decision to make, Raymond. That being said, congratulations, Sai. If you need anything else from me,
Oh, thank you.
I am at your disposal.
Sai's just gonna kind of look at Luna, Ragnarok, and Dern, and Dern's just gonna say, "It will take a bit of the load of the work off of us. You know, I can't do all the paperwork." And Luna's just gonna say, "It would be fun getting to boss him around for a change." As Sai just goes, "Well, I imagine there's some kind of honor code going on here. So, I will honor it myself. Mr. Gunn, you may be appointed as our treasurer."
If you fuck up, though, I will kill you.
Affirmative! Yippee! And he just jumps in the air and clicks his heels together.
I fucking love Raymond Gunn.
He's so silly.
It feels so good
But I love making
to
his
be
his
back
life hard more.
where I
Isn't it
belong.
So, aren't we
In
so happy
a
that you kill him?
in a bureaucracy. Oh, home sweet home.
Does he not wear a powdered wig? Because he maybe should.
No, he's his hair is all natural. Definitely a bit thinning, but still all natural.
Raymond Gunn, when is your birthday?
My birthday? How do you need to know such a thing?
I was just wondering.
Oh, well, forgive me. If you are so curious. Actually, give me 1 second so I don't fuck up this date. Oh, yeah, there we go. It is actually the day of unification. Binary's 17th.
Binary 17th. Noted.
Oh,
That
by the
is
way,
right.
Sai, I feel I'm
yes.
still on speaker.
Jesus.
If you see the Flawless 5 in the area in 2 days, don't worry about it. You're safe.
I will leave that into your hands.
Yeah, I would hate to drag you into a mess.
Oh, I apologize. One more thing, Nisa. Now that I am being appointed and given some responsibilities around here, not that it comes with any kind of contract, strings, or real title, but given your particular attachment to this place, would you and the rest of the Dreamcatchers be willing to take it upon yourselves to... I mean, obviously you have security detail and obviously, the likes of Luna and Ragnarok handling the official part of it, but on a more unofficial term, would you all be willing to not quite serve, but stand as, well, defenders of this district? It is because of your aid and your intervention that we are even here in the first place, able to make these changes. Not that we would call you on a moment's notice, but if the need arose, would you ever come back to us to help?
Plant that flag.
If the stakes got dire?
If the need arises, I will be here faster than you can blink. Now, that being said, in any official capacity, just tell them, I don't know, Dreamcatchers own the territory or something. I don't give a fuck. I mean, this whole moon is under our protection the way I see it. But,
Of course. Then it is settled. The Pulse District is under the guardianship of the Dreamcatcher Pirates.
Glad to be of service.
Thank you.
Of course.
I think that's every question I had for him and Gunn.
All right, are we gonna sit here awkwardly on the phone or like?
I was kind of just waiting for your cue. I didn't, I mean, should I hang up?
I don't know. You tell me, mate.
No, you hang up.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Just
Everyone just goes bye. And Ziggy and Arenicus, it is once again just you two in the room with Mr. Gunn, Sai, Dern, Luna, Ragnarok, and Orin.
Arenicus, do you have amnesia?
No.
Fuck. Do I?
How are you gonna ask me that? I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you remember your past?
I remember most of my past. If I don't remember, then I can't tell you. I remember my childhood and most pertinent events as far as I can gather.
Just
leading
not
up
why you
to
want to
now.
go to Numeron.
It's more of an urge or a calling.
Just this mysterious
than like
calling.
something. I don't think anybody told me to go.
Robots have childhood?
Wait.
I got
when
him.
did you?
Figured him
when
out.
did
Figured
you-
him out.
When did this urge start?
About a year ago.
A year ago.
About a week ago.
No, about a year ago.
About a year ago.
Jordan.
was a hot-
Oh, wait, never mind. Actually, I think I have this pinned somewhere. Actually, I'll just DM you.
You got it.
Yippee!
Okay. Longer amount of time than this would
Yes.
suggest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Much
Okay.
longer.
Okay. Interesting. That's it. We can go back now or whatever.
Okay, I've got to copy
But-
these scrolls and make your.
Let's go to Numeron, and I'm gonna try and give you an elaborate handshake.
I will grab your hand and just shake it while you flap it around or whatever.
Yeah, you grab it for the shake, and I just kind of like am trying to tug it in various directions and dap you up.
Like some elaborate, smack over the head under snail turkey.
Yeah, blow it up, reverse.
Oh god.
jellyfish,
Hit bump.
hit bump,
Okay.
We also
yeah,
have-
Mobius strip.
All right, that's it. Let's go back.
But with
Yeah,
that,
we're
do you
thinking
head
again.
back to reconvene with the others?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of Sai's crew kind of just says goodbye and wishes you well on your way out. And as you take the elevator back down to the first floor, you head out and you roll up to the Temple of Besmara, the home of Sterling Cleavestone, where once again everybody kind of reconvenes. Ozzy's just looking around, Nisa's chilling, Vincent's chilling, done with his prayer. Cassio is just kind of like standing outside, kind of like hanging by a pillar. Aestus just kind of looking around and oogling at cool stuff, debating whether or not to put it in her pocket. And with you guys reconvening, I will go ahead and end session there, now that it is midnight Eastern.
Oh, good. So it's the next day, and we can just start the next session. Go on.
Yeah.
What happened last time?
Nah, I know. For some of y'all Eastern timers, I don't ever want to make these run too late.
Please.
Don't
worry about me. Yeah,
Oh my God, don't worry about us.
By all
You say
means,
this.
one time, don't be kind.
Nah, we
I'm
gotta
a
get
night
the-
shifter who doesn't work till Monday night.
What if
We gotta get the
convene and
Flawless 5
then
meeting.
end it? No, we're definitely not doing that today.
Yeah, we are definitely. Yeah, I was
Not
gonna.
doing the
one-
we could keep going if everybody wants to. I'm fine. I woke up at 5
I'm
p.m.
also so fine.
But Jordan, if you think this is a good stopping point and you would like to stop,
Not,
because
but
that
if we
makes sense,
can
that is
bully you
fine.
into playing more,
I
please
will.
let us
Frank?
know.
I would like for a session involving personally meeting with the rest of the Flawless 5 members to one, have more party members here, like as the players, and two, maybe start a bit earlier than 11 p.m. Central.
Fair.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's not going to be the shortest of conversations if you catch up
Yeah,
my drift.
I'm not dead.
We don't have to do that. We could do.
Can
I mean, you have
chuck my
2
rolls out
days.
for Ziggy's goggles.
Oh yeah, true. I was gonna say if there's anything you guys want to knock out in the meantime to like, like maybe like a 2-day time skip per se.
I will. I'm gonna brain dance with Arenicus at some point. Just dig in there.
okay. Okay, in that case, whoever wants to knock out what they've got first, I will. If you just want to dedicate the rest of the day, because it's only like about 3 p.m. by the time you finish this conversation, Arenicus, you can just kind of make me. Oh. Huh. Yep. That'll do it.
Hell yeah.
I put those together, and then at some point in those time, I'm gonna copy those scrolls.
That's like 3 natural 20s today, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Yeah, you're
going
all
on.
fucking fire.
I would love to do it on any rolls that
ballin'.
matter.
What do you mean?
This
dude?
matters.
This is gonna change the campaign.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to live stream everything. Copy a spell. Copy spell for each level, 2 hours and 50 gold.
What are you
Also-
said this cloth? What was that?
Question.
Hmm?
Would you be able? So, for example, with the news, like the internet is like obviously contained to a planet, but if you knew somebody was going off planet, could you have them like spread the news, like give them a news article and have them spread it to another planet?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, real.
200 more gold. Ben, being a wizard.
Like you can have them
sucks.
download information to a device and then upload said information to another
I would
infosphere.
definitely, over the course of those 2 days, like to find pretty much anybody that is leaving the planet and tell them to distribute what's our journalist friends' newspaper.
Okay, in that case, roll me 2 checks. 1 investigation, the second persuasion.
Jordan, I just DM'd you as sending.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Also, City, don't forget the sending spell, like highest of keys. A lot of us have connections outside of here and people that can just spread news if you wanted it. So just remember that.
Can you say that again? I did not hear any of it. My that fucking broke.
Just don't forget the sending spell and people having connections outside of Twilight that can
Oh,
literally
I don't
share
have access to
anything.
sending. And
No.
I don't think I know that anyone has. I don't think I know that spell exists.
Oh, do you just see us talking
You
to
witnessed
ourselves?
me
Yeah, I.
call contact.
Witness
That's
me!
fair.
in
That's
my
fair. That's
mind.
fair. That's
Wait,
fair.
was that sending though?
No, that was infallible relay, which is sending but better.
One level lower, and hey, I've seen you before. I can talk to you. And low key, there's a fucking spell save to make you want to answer your fucking phone and
Burgos,
talk
I don't
to
need.
me.
I guess I don't need a rumor spread. I need the exact information spread. So it would probably be a little better to have that like done via the internet.
Wait, Jordan, I edited
However
that
you want
second
that,
one.
buddy.
I don't know if you
No
saw
worries.
that.
Copy this. Put that in there.
Talking that big shit once again.
At higher levels. Do that. I love this spell. It's one of my favorite spells in the whole D&D.
Ooh, nice.
Wither and Bloom is dope.
Bloom Bloom Fox.
It is pretty goated.
I'd have to agree.
Damn. Okay, that's crazy.
I'm something of a one-liner printer.
Oh, wait. This nigga is a demon.
Why is absorb elements not in the database?
Because the elements are absorbed.
I don't know.
Yeah, but now I have to Google it.
Yeah.
Google it. Google it. Google it. Google it.
Oogly moogly.
Get all the right stuff.
Great. Googly moogly.
Absorb elements. Reaction.
We end this stream